All right, good morning, everybody. If you can hear me and if I sound all right, if you don't mind hitting that number 1, I should sound good. Again, if you can hear me and if I sound all right, hit that number 1. Trucking, Kyle, Mark, Matt, Kevin, Brett. All right. Perfect. All right, very quickly, for those of you that watch us in the archive, first off, thank you. If you want to have something to continue to watch in the archive, though, this is totally viewer supported, and the way that you can best support the stream is to use code CLAY with any of these prop firms I recommend. Take Profit Trader, but wherever you're at in your journey, maybe you want to use or you're using multiple ones, but like I said, at the end of the day, save yourself some money, get whatever the current best promotions are. Code CLAY will get you that at any of these prop firms. And like I said, you're saving money and you're helping to support a stream that you enjoy. So good win-win for everybody. So I appreciate your consideration. There we go. All right. Well, officially good morning. It is Monday, April 13th. The year is 2026. And I got this morning I think all is a strong word, but I think the vast majority of people got this morning wrong. If I just consider everything that happened over the weekend, the talks fell apart, blah, blah, blah. Here was the opening candle right here. It opened up at, let's just call it 15, and went as high as 40. So 25 points in the first 2 minutes, move up. A 25-point move. I did not have that in my cards. I thought that all the drama, all the stuff that took place, I would have thought the opening 2 minutes would have had more of a move than 25 points. Maybe I'm in the minority on that, but now I'm not talking about hindsight. People like, oh, well, it did that because X, Y. Well, yeah, but now you're using hindsight confirmation bias. Before any of us had hindsight, at least for me, I did not think that we would see was a 20-point move after, everything that went down over the weekend. So just curious, what does the code do? Well, the code saves you money, and then it's an affiliate code, so I get a little bit of a little slice of the pie. So that is how you're supporting the stream, is because I do get a little slice of the pie, and it's a win. So that's how it's a win for me, but it's also a win for you, because if operating under the premise of you like the live stream and want the live stream to continue, well, then you're technically winning on two fronts. You're winning on the front of helping to support the thing that you like, you're helping it to continue, and you're saving yourself some money. So for those that use code CLAY, again, under the assumption you do enjoy the live stream, you're actually winning on two fronts. But as far as, but Mark, in terms of what is the deal? Well, the deal with Take Profit Trader is you get 40% or 30, good grief, what is it, 40% off? Yeah, 40% off. 40% off and no activation fee. But yeah, so I don't know. If you're somebody here and you're like, no, Clay, I was expecting like a 20, 30-ish point move the opening 2 minutes of the New York stock or of the New York Open. I don't think I really believe you, but hey, you know what? Maybe you just have a better crystal ball than I do. Yeah, and there's zero activation fee too, Mark. But I think Mark was more so asking in the essence of like, what do I get out of you guys using the code? But I might be wrong. Well, thank you, Summer. I appreciate that. My account yesterday. Well, yeah. In Summer, I don't know if this is your first time in futures, but if so, glad to have you in the futures world, and I'm glad to hear you're doing it in the smart way via the prop firm. Are you afraid to trade with 15 NQ? Well, I mean, 15 NQ, you basically have zero wiggle room. Like you don't have to be like perfect on the entry, but you have to be very, very, very close to being perfect on the entry if you're going to work with 15 NQ. So that is, now don't get me wrong. If you are perfect on the entry, you're going to get paid. Oh boy, you're going to get paid. But being perfect on the entry is not the easiest thing to do, regardless of whatever you're trading. But to be fair, if you are actually able to pull off the feat of being perfect, Well, almost perfect. You don't have to be perfectly perfect, but you got to be very close. Hey, good morning, Sam. Ooh, oil. I was not thinking that oil would be looking like that when this has barely done anything. Oh, all right. Okay, maybe a short here on oil. It did just break up through here, but maybe this is some sort of fake break on it. $33. Just trying to do the math. Yeah, I will try a short here on oil if it wants to come back down. I'll put my... Now, if this thing comes up too much more, I'm not going to be able to do this trade anymore because my risk profile will be changing too much. But at this exact moment, I'm not opposed to trying to short here if oil wants to come down here to that red line. How are all your mornings going? Okay, I'm in. So I am now short. Put my first target there. My next target there, just because oil does tend to get a little bit snappy sometimes. Or do I just take the scalpy scalp, just get a win under my belt for the live stream? As you longtime viewers know, that can sometimes be good for my psyche, but I'm gonna let this one cook. Oh yeah, especially after that candle, I gotta give it a chance. If it wants to punch this candle in the face, then so be it. I'm going to look to add to this one, though, if it does come back down, just because that would look... Okay, so we'll technically be looking to add to a winner, in a sense. Not a very big winner when I add, but like I said, nonetheless. We'll look to add at the red line. Small green day. And nobody else is talking to me, so this is we're off to a good start here. Nobody's talking in the chat. This thing's not rolling over. Clay, I'm trying to trade. I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. I know. I'm being a little overly dramatic. Hey, Chris, I'm down 154. All right, Pam, that sounds like it's a controlled morning. High percent. Yeah, hopefully Cletus spanks the Bulls here. Yeah, I've had the chance at a scalpy scalp, but with this formation here, I got to at least give it a chance to work out. Hey, good morning, Disciplined. Again, I'm looking to add some more at the red line there. Okay, added. Beautiful. Beautiful right now. Come on down. Give me that upper shadow. Come on. Oh, got to change this now to 5 because I do have 5. And then this candle. Was looking absolutely beautiful. This candle now is kind of rearranged the equation a little bit, but come on. Come on down now. Again, these are some targets I have out there. There you go. Come on down. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want this to be a winning trade now, bare minimum. I want to start off with a green trade. So there you go. This will be a green trade. It's either going to be a very, very, very small green trade or who knows, because I don't know how far down this thing might want to drop. But I do know now it'll officially be a green trade. Well, unless there's a Trump tweet and slippage eats my lunch. So under a no Trump tweet, no breaking news assumption, this will be a winning trade. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I couldn't even get that target hit. We'll see if it wants to come back down, but come on. But it's kind of just putzing around here, not doing a whole lot of anything. But with oil, I've learned it can all of a sudden be doing this, and then it could be down here and it filled me. So, come on. At least hit that first target. Hello? Hello? Come on, green line, disappear, please. If the green line disappears, there we go. Thank you. That means I did get filled there. All right, so at least one target was hit. See if we can get these next couple. Come on. I'm not looking for much. Just one of these candles. That's all I'm asking for. I don't think I'm asking for much. Right? Just one of these candles. That's all I'm asking for. Come on. Move my stop down a little bit more. Just get a little bit above the purple line there. So now we just wait and see how far down this thing. So a good spot to be in, right? The only stress I have right now is how much money am I going to make, which is a good stress to have because I don't know how far down this goes. Therefore, logic says I don't know how much I'm going to make. Oh, yeah, Mark. Mine is the same thing. On any of the prop firms, whatever their current deals are, Code Clay gives you that. So take Profit Trader, Mark. It's 40% off and then no activation fee. Come on down. It is sitting, I just noticed on the 5-minute, we're sitting right at a pivot point. So that this is making more sense now why it's kind of putzing around right here and not exactly giving me rainbows and butterflies. But if the 5-minute, if that pivot point can fail, we might be in for a good time just like that. Let's see if we can actually get down here at this point. Why not? Why not? Again, this is more so based on the 5-minute. The 5-minute has lost the pivot point. I'll show you the 5-minute real quick. So there's that pivot point that the price is broken below. Although a little anticlimactic. And it still may happen, just not under, my timing being a little wrong, but that seemed like such a key level. I thought there'd be a little bit more oomph behind it, but I'll be patient. Like I said, this will be a green trade. It's just I don't know how big of a green trade because I do not have a crystal ball to tell me how far down this thing might want to go. Therefore, I got to just sit back and wait. Hey, MM. Good morning, George. It looks like normal pullback. How can you expect that much low? Well, I don't know if expect's the right word. I'm going to give it a chance. There's no guarantees that it goes that low, but why not? I mean, what's my alternative, son? What should I do? Hey, good morning, Mr. Krister. All right, getting close to getting stopped out. Are you sure? I am positive about the activation fee. Like 100 million% positive. Like as positive as it's humanly possible for somebody to be, that is my level of positivity. Wow. It stayed in by the skin of my chinny chin chin. Granted, still got to get below the 21 EMA here. I suppose we do kind of have a new trend line here too. I've had this one here for quite a while, but looks like we got like another one right there. So I do like that target because that target is basically right at the trend line. So if it does bounce off the trend line, at least I have another target there to... That was not intentional, by the way. If this thing gets close to the next target, I'll move my stop down to right above the high of this candle. Like I said, I want to see it get a little bit further down. There we go. Put my stop right there now. Come on. Hit that next target, brother. Just down a little bit more, brother. A little bit more. Come on. Come on. Again, this could very realistically be a bounce off the 21 EMA, which is why I did want to at least get more aggressive with it at this and stopped out. There we go. So nice little trade there. Took a little patience, but overall. What if you paid it yourself? Well, then you'll have to reach out to customer service and be like, I missed the credit in my account. Could you please refund me back? Yeah, the way it works is with Take Profit Trader, if you use code CLAY, you'll get 40% off and then no activation. After you pass your test, during the checkout process for your pro, you'll have a credit for your activation fee. So you click on that, you apply the credit, and then that makes your cost $0 to activate your pro account. If the credit is not there and you use code CLAY, then you just reach out to them and say, hey, I used code CLAY. I need a credit. And they'll say, okay, there's your credit. That is something that I also need to, next time I talk to them, I'm gonna tell them, be like, hey, I need to start to write this stuff down. Like, you guys need to just like apply, like, I don't know, why does it have to be a credit? Why can't it just be like automatically applied? Maybe that's harder than what I think. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend like I understand that sort of stuff. Hey, we got a Buckeye in the house. Hey, Candlestick. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, please hit that like button. I'm a little worried we're not even at 50 likes yet. So I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to make the hour mark at this rate. Again, I use that like button to gauge interest levels. And as somebody that's trying to manage my time wisely, I want to make sure I'm using my time on things where people enjoy. How do I know if people are enjoying? What metric do I use? That's where the like button helps me out in that regard. So if you are enjoying in any way, shape, or form, hit that like button. And wow, just like that. Well, congrats to anybody that, was buying at that 21 EMA. I did say I could very realistically see it bounce from there, but in no way, shape, or form did I think it could bounce like this. That's an impressive bounce there. Just got 20 points shorting. Ooh, nice. I've liked the way oil's been trading today more so than the NQ and the MNQ. Maybe I'm a total dent for thinking that. I mean, I am a dent. But maybe I'm even a bigger dent than what I think I am for thinking that. But I will say this, though, not that it cost me any money, just more so, I guess, like some humble pie. But it's been a while since I've gotten the Open today, the New York Open, that wrong. As we talked about earlier, after everything, all the drama, this, and this, and, last night with the big gaps, and I thought for sure we'd have more than 25 points of volatility during that opening 2 minutes of the New York session. Like that, to me, I did not see that coming in a million years. I know social media is probably filled with all sorts of people that in hindsight they knew it was coming and they have the perfect explanation with why it happened. I get that, but like for the rest of us that are intellectually honest, like for those going in, it's hard for me to believe that people, again, without hindsight, were like, oh yeah, all this drama, we're only going to see a 25-point move during the opening 2 minutes of the New York Open. Uh-oh, what happened to NAS? I don't like to, sorry to hear it. What happened? Uh-oh. Terrible weekend, fellas. Uh-oh. The beach. Oh, what? That is, yeah, that's a rough week. So I assume, yeah, I mean, they did not, whoever sideswiped you did not leave their insurance information from the sound of it. Hey, Barson, I remember you from last week. Yeah, that is unfortunate and very irritating. I was expecting a lot of, I mean, I don't know necessarily what I was expecting, but I do know that I was certainly expecting more than a 25-point move. I know that at least. A 25-point move, the opening 2 minutes of the New York session, was not in my cards. But I'm sure if I look not even very hard on social media, I'm sure I can find all sorts of people explaining, oh no, I knew that was going to happen because, and then you just watch and they incorporate all this hindsight confirmation bias. Hey, Maggie. All right. Do I try a pullback here? I think I do. I think I have to. I think it's the morally right thing to do as far as trading is concerned at 307. Yeah. Did I miss it? Come back down. Come back down. Come back down. So if it goes back down and hits that green line, I'm going to put a buy order in right here. But I want to first see it go back down and hit that green line, which is the 21 EMA, which has been doing a, well, fake break there, but a nice bounce, nice bounce, nice bounce, nice bounce. Okay, so come on down. Come on down. Hit that green line. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, I might be too picky here. Hindsight will be my judge. All right, there we go. Hit. Okay. We'll look to get long at the green line. Although if I want to buy right now, that's the pivot point. So technically I'm kind of... Okay, if that green line turns blue, I'm in. Trying to see if it wants to bounce off. We have the pivot point on the 5-minute. Okay, I'm in. We have the 21 EMA here. So let's see if we can get a bit of a bounce. Uh-oh. Well, that's never pleasant. Okay. This time, let's keep getting green here. Hey, good morning, JJ. I am above my price over these. Yep, as long as you're above them by at least a penny. Or I'm not even that. As long, I mean, if you have to make 3,000 and you're right at 3,000, there you go. That's enough. Congrats. Good job, rookie. All right, now let's get the bounce, but let's keep bouncing this time. I'm long. Blue line's my entry. My ideal world of butterflies and dandelions, we can get a bounce up off of the 21. Put a couple orders out there just in case there's some sort of bigger move. Come on. How many accounts did you got passed, rookie? Come on. Bounce. Bounce. Come on. Okay, so you passed 5. You got 5 accounts passed, though? Come on. Hit that first target. You're so close. You're so close. You're so close, I'm confused how you have not hit it yet. That's how close you are. There we go. Thank you. I'm not sure. Okay, let's make sure this is a winning trade. So my stop is slightly green. So this thing is either going to keep bouncing right now or I'll be stopped out. And about to be stopped out. And stopped out. All right, well, I tried. Okay, and how many are you going to be trading at once now? Are you going to keep copy trading them? I just asked because if you're doing the racehorse model, but you're only going to trade one pro at a time, I'd say you having 5 now racehorses in the stable is fine. But if you're going to plan on copy trading them, you might want to get another set going. Stopped out plus 20. Hey, you beat me by $3 on that one. Clay, that is all we can do is try. I agree. I kind of want to get nitpicky with that statement, but I won't. I mean, the category of try is interesting because you can try in a smart way. You can try, but sometimes it's like, yeah, I mean, you tried, but was that like your best effort? I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. So I won't be that. I won't be my normal self and like nitpick it to death because I get the essence of what you're saying, brother. Into what you're saying, I say, amen. I agree. Hey, good morning, Travis. What's up, 300 then? I really kind of got me in the red. Yeah, that's the thing. Today was so slow. And then, you know, when the news came out right there, things definitely got spicy. But yeah. We fail when we quit, or Darcy takes over. Yeah. I want to get away from anyone from no one else. Yeah, I don't know, Barson. Maybe. You could be, but I don't know, whoever you won the giveaway from, I guess, if they have a track record of not actually following through. But I don't know. Maybe they had a rough weekend. Thank you, big man Roy. Big man Rory. Big man Rory. That's your name. Okay. Okay, what is oil up to at this moment? Okay. I'm going to keep that line just in play. What did I do last weekend? What did I do? Not a whole lot. Rained here a lot in Iowa, so house is going. House is going. Basement's poured. Floor joy system is showing up. There's a classified project going on. So after the classified thing happens, then floor system goes on. Nope, still have not found any more L's. So I think it's still a little too early in the season. Here I am. And I follow like a morale report for Iowa. And our county still has not had any reportings. So that's not, I have not hit the panic button. No scaling plan or funded accounts is nice. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Take Private Trader and their lack of rules, just like the basics, is nice. No scalping rule, like you're pointing out, no scaling rule. And then over the weekend, there was quite a bit of talk about like the commission structures. And Take Profit Trader is crushing everybody else. Like it's not even close. I did not realize it was not that close. Like Take Profit Trader, especially on the micros, from a commission side, is wildly well ahead of everybody else. In fact, some of the other prop firms, again, we all have different things, so I'm not to say that therefore this prop firm is not for you. But I can certainly see, like, if you're a scalper, if you're like to do your micros and stuff like that, some of these prop firms, I'm not quite sure is going to be the difference, or is going to be, you know, what you want. What's a lot of difference. Like Take Profit Trader is significantly cheaper than like the next, you know, kind of mainstream prop firm out there when it comes to the commissions. Like I think the highest I saw one was round trip. I want to say was $1.60, maybe $1.90. It's either $1.60 or $1.90 for one of them. Take Private Trader round trip 50 cents. So I mean that's magnitudes cheaper than that one. Yeah, no, Take Profit Trader. I mean, they've been around a while now, but yeah, not as long as Apex. And I have a code for APEX, and I have a code for a lot of these other prop firms. So that's why I'm not saying, for some of you, maybe it doesn't matter because you're not making a whole bunch of trades, you're not doing a whole bunch of contracts every day. But like for some categories of traders, that difference of commission, I mean, that can add up very quickly. And that was one of those, somebody pointed out to me a couple months ago, but I just assumed, oh, if you're on Tradeovate, you're paying XYZ commissions. I didn't realize like prop firms actually played a role in what the commissions on the platform would be. And the one person's like, no, the reason why I love Take Profit Trader is because of the commissions. And I was like, why? They're all the same. And they're like, no, they're not. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, well, there's just another argument for why Take Profit Trader is, in my opinion, the king of the biz. The king of the biz, Spade. Let's see here. We just got, I'm thinking maybe I try another long down around here. Maybe. I'm not going to fully commit to it, but so far, so good. That 21 EMA has continued to provide support. Yeah, they don't change. I don't know how to make them update at the same time. Like how, I don't know how to make it where if I click on oil, this all of a sudden changes to oil. If anybody knows how to do that, I'm all ears. And it's up in every trade. Well, I don't. Okay, every trade you see. So what? How do you define a trade? Like one of your setups? Because I mean, if you're defining a trade as a setup and then you're taking your setups and these continue to blow your account, I would just say, well, it's not the quantity in which you're trading. It sounds like you just don't have good setups. So what do you mean by trade? Every trade you see. You would think that the green circle... Yeah, exactly. That's what I would think too, Rookie. Agreed. But it doesn't work that way. So yeah, looking for another long, maybe down around that yellow line. Hey, good morning, Johnny. How'd all your weekends go? Seemed like there was quite a bit of rain across... Well, I guess I don't know that for sure. I guess when you're having a rainy weekend, in a weird way, you just assume everybody else is. But, I mean, America and the world is a big place. So, yeah, my setups are not good. Gotcha. Okay. Hey, Mara. I think you have a DOM for oil the same as you do for the chart. Yeah, it seems like if I click on one of these, like that should populate automatically, but I don't know. Maybe that's way harder than what I think it would be. It rained in Sacramento. That's a big deal. I know that's a big deal for Californians. If it rains, it's like the end of the world. Flooded near your house. Wow. Oh, that's way more rain than we got. Dang, Ty is just, was that you, Ty, or is that AI that wrote that for you? Rain, yeah, oh man, Southern California. Sacramento's, I'm trying to think of my California geography. I think Sacramento is Northern California, right? That's up by San Francisco and San Jose. All right, Barson. Well, there you go. I can see potentially one threat being your motivation levels to behave yourself may not totally be there, given that you have no skin in the game, right? Like I won this account, so let the good times roll. Okay, that was you, Ty. Very nice. How some American can be racist and half the country have Spanish names. How some Americans can be racist and half the country have Spanish. I'm not quite sure what you're saying there, Mara. But it may be way outside of the scope of what we're doing here, man. I'm just a baboon trying to trade some futures, man. Sort of want to wait down here. In fact, you know what? I am. I'm going to wait for down here. There we go. Looking to get long at that green line. There's an auction at 11:30. Huh? What? An auction at 11:30. What? Let's check. I see no auction at 11:30. What is your source, Mintmont? The calendar that I am using that is from TradingView, I do not see any auctions at 11:30. Yeah, he is the source. Yeah. That's what I'm asking him. Okay, let's just narrow this down to USA. Oh boy. Clear all. No, I don't want Spain. United States. I do see that. 3-month bill. Well, why is that not on TradingView? Uh-oh. Do we need to throw the TradingView economic calendar the dump? We might need to. I do see it there. Per TradingView? All right, well, then I don't know which one's being posted in our... Because this is what I see in the chat. So that's coming from TradingView. But that's... So I don't know. But I do see it on Trading Economy. So I don't know. Maybe TradingView one's got to get thrown in the trash can. Oh, good. There you go. So Kuwaiti, did you just not apply the credit, or is the credit not there? It's on TradingView. Okay, well, whatever this link is here, which is from TradingView, which again, I can't repeat that enough, which is from TradingView. Whatever this link is, it's not here. Unless he cut it off, but usually he includes the whole thing. So I don't know what's going on. I have no answers. Hey, Trader Alex. Maybe you only have... Oh, I didn't even know that such a thing existed. I'm trying to renew my account when I put code clays on it. Says, yeah, if all you're doing is renewing or resetting, it's fine. The code's already applied. I appreciate that, Nero, but yeah, you're all set. But thank you for checking. I refunded again today. You mean you reset? Yeah. Third time is nothing. No big deal. Thank you, Trader Alex. I appreciate that. Code Clay, feed some hungry kids, keep the live stream moving, save yourself some money. It's a win-win from so many different angles. I regret drawing lines like this because I'm going to be playing a breakout here before I can. So maybe a breakout trade right there. Just kind of a slow and steady. I can confirm auction. That's an earnings calendar and not the... What's this? This right here is 100% an economic calendar. If this was an earnings calendar, or if this was only an earnings candle. They would not have existing home sales on it. So no, that's 100%. And okay, I can see why you would say that earnings calendar. But like earnings calendar, then why is there an OPEC report on it? Why is there existing home sales? Man, TradingView is creating all kinds of confusion. Some guy on Instagram said he's in debt 50K on eBay. Well, I mean, first off, it's social media where people can just like say stuff. But yeah, I mean, prop firms that they don't guarantee anything. They will give you more chances to figure stuff out. But there's no guarantee that you'll ever figure stuff out. And it sounds like that guy might be sort of a degenerate. Assuming it's true. But I mean, right now I could open up my social media and be like, I'm in debt $2.5 million. Not that you needed to realize. I think we all are aware of social media. He had some screenshots, was definitely, I mean, yeah, totally possible. Like I said, prop firms don't guarantee anything. They just guarantee you'll have more chances, right? Because if you're using your own money and you take a $2,000 loss, well, that's $2,000 out of your money gone. In the prop firm space, okay, that means you cook the account, but you're only out $100 because that's what you paid for the account itself. So obviously the person that's losing $100 at a time versus $2,000 at a time, the person only losing $100, they'll be able to stretch their money further. Probably was, yeah, I mean, maybe resetting pro, I don't know. It is possible. In the beginning, I was using Apex and convinced of 20 accounts at a time. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, 50K, there's something severely wrong in the sense of, because 50K gives you a lot of opportunity to start to figure that stuff out, button up your risk management, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, Drew, might be. So they're sitting there firing up all these racehorses, or paying for the direct to funded, all of these sorts of stuff. Which do they dump it here? Who is they? Sub-Zero. Okay, Sub-Zero. We've learned has multiple personalities. Right now, I think he's what we are talking to is a fairy tale personality. I'm gonna try a hot. I'm try a hot here. Okay, you mean a short? Neil, Neil. Oh, Neil, the king of typos. Never seen anything like it. I mean, that's true, Steven. But according to what the other guy said, like this guy's spent 50K and in debt. So like I hear what you're saying, but there's still kind of a little bit of different circumstances. Exactly. Yeah, Phil. It's a sight to behold. Mad, I sold my S, my F, my M, or your Microsoft. Zero, nice. New indicator dropping tonight. If you're in Sacramento, they have I love it. I love it when you guys give each other a hard time. It shows camaraderie. When people are cooking each other up in the chat, that's camaraderie. I know women don't all the time understand it, Why are you guys so mean to each other? It's like we're bonding. It's bonding. That guy right there is the biggest scumbag I've ever seen. That's the meanest. That means I like him. But you that's just how dudes do it. Bro, share some knowledge. I did. I just shared how men bond. So the next time a guy calls you a scumbag, don't automatically assume he means it negatively. It might mean the guy really likes you. See? How's that for some knowledge? Bro. You eating a chicken breast right now? With some broccoli? Got your creatine shake? Bro. You're at the gym right now, aren't you? You're flexing in the mirror right now, aren't you? Yes, you're witnessing knowledge right now. Do you notice how I'm not making a trade every 3 seconds? You're witnessing some knowledge. Now go do your set. You better not be skipping leg day, bro. Nah, all right, good. I'm glad you're not going to skip leg day. Uh-oh, is he about to say, nah, we different, fam? Nah, oh, what is it? Nah, fam, we different? Let me guess, that's how this guy talks. Nah, fam, we different. Are you better than Quant Trader? Oh, I make zero claims about my trading. I'm a baboon. The only reason why I'm here is to make people aware of Pam's plant, which is a day trading strategy of day trading futures through a prop firm. That's the only reason why I'm live streaming. I make zero claims about my trading other than I am a dented baboon. Next question, Akash. So the question comes down to, is a dented baboon better than a quant trader? And that is up for your own philosophical mind to figure out. Still trying to be patient, still waiting for the yellow line. What if I copy all the live streamers and paste it into AI? What would happen? I don't know. You'd have to copy all the live streamers and paste it into AI to see what would happen. I'm not sure why you think a dented baboon could answer that question for you, but I bought too much silver this weekend. Hurry up. Yeah, Nate, ask AI. Yeah, there you go. All right, let's see if it can come down here. This also essentially representing the 21 EMA on the 5 minute. You should 1v1 against another. Why? I don't like, dude, oh crap. Oh, this is bad. Am I 42 or 43? Holy smokes. I was born in 83. How old am I? Oh man, I'm not even being funny right now. Am I 40? I think I'm 42. Please tell me I'm 42. If I was born in 83, how old am I? I can't do the math. Stop. I'm 43? Doggone it. Are you guys being serious? And I'm not joking, by the way. November. No, okay, I know I'm not 54. I know that at least. Okay. So yeah, I mean, back to like, you should 1v1 versus somebody else. Dude, I'm a 43-year-old dad of 6 kids. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Go ahead. This dude's the worst trader ever. Fine. I don't care. I'm here to... Now, if you want to argue about Pam's plant, oh, I care. I'll bring Pam's plant and some math to the table, and I'll start wrecking some people. Dude, that's so bad. And I know I exaggerate some things, but I honestly forgot. Destroy other people's... Yeah, exactly, Akash. I destroy other people's trades. Exactly. Agreed. A very astute observation on Akash's part. I destroy other people's trades. Now, I'm guessing when I check out this dude's profile, he just created it today. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. I am wrong. He created it on February 28th of this year. So, I don't know if he's back under a new name or I don't know. But all I know is that this guy's way smarter than I am. That's all I know. He figured it out. He figured out the purpose of the live stream, for me to destroy other people's trades. Akash is smart. He is smart. He figured me out. How it feeling having 6 kids? No, it's great. Kids are, never a dull moment. After this, we're going out to the ballpark. Gonna hit some baseballs. So we'll have plenty of people in the field to shag the ball. It's great. All right, oil right now is actually at a very interesting spot, so much so that I might. So here it's on the 5-minute, right here at the purple line, which is the 50 SMA. So will it act as resistance? Let's hop over here and take a look at the 2-minute. What vehicle do I drive? Windowless van with free puppy spray painted on the side. And I park it down by the river. Are you building the field? I could. That's true. I'm in Iowa. No, right now, no. We're just going to the park. So maybe a short here on oil. Trying to keep an eye on that 5-minute. Also watching the MNQ here. So is it true couples in Iowa have more kids than couples in California? I don't know. We've only been in Iowa for like a year and a half almost. So I am from being defined as where you were born, which, by the way, I don't think that's how you can use from, because my wife made a good point. She's like, well, our one nephew was born in Japan when their family was stationed over in Japan because they're in the Navy. But we would never say such and such name is from Japan. I'm like, that's a good point. But I grew up in Ohio. My wife grew up in Michigan. So I don't know. We'll classify this as Midwest. Maybe your question is, do Midwestern people have more kids than those in California? I don't know. I can't say I've ever looked into those stats. I'm in Ohio. Where are you at in Ohio? So right now, 21 EMA acting as like a little miniature area of resistance there. I'm trying to be patient and wait for that area that I had mapped out there, and it just got somewhat close there, but couldn't quite do it. Ooh, oil. Is oil about to pull back a little bit more? Ooh, Doxo. Yeah, I'll take a swing at it. You don't know me. You don't know me. Let's try it. Again, this is mainly based on the 5 minutes. See if this 50 period wants to smack it back down. So if that red line turns blue, I'm in. When did I start trading clay? Am I in? I am in. Okay. Back in college. So actually this is my 20 years. I started in 2006. So I'm officially at, give or take a couple months, 20 years now. Just going to take a little scalpy scalp there. East Ohio. 20 minute from West Virginia line. Okay, yeah. I grew up in Northwest Ohio, so so you're basically in Kentucky. I know you said West Virginia, but like, well, hey, somebody had a shot. Okay, we got potentially news here, because as I look here, MNQ is going up. Well, it was going up. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back. This does not look like any sort of actual news because I would have thought there'd be a little bit more follow through. So I'm gonna step back. Depends on 1 month. Yeah, exactly. I don't remember. I can't say I remember what month I got into the markets, but yeah, we're approaching 20 years. How did you struggle at start for how long? Oh, I don't know, man. Carl, like I said, this has been a long time ago. All I know is that I started off as a very astute penny stock investor. And by astute meaning getting punched in the face. An hour from Pittsburgh. Okay, gotcha. So you're over by what, like Youngstown? How far are you from Youngstown? Yeah, no, I'm pulling back my claim that there is news. How many payouts can I get before going to Kuwaiti? Unknown. We had Brian here who with one account was up over $20,000 on this one account, and that because he would just consistently milk it like a cow and never got moved alive. So I don't know. I don't think there's any sort of hard line like XYZ. Philly was crushing it. I don't know if he still is on that account, but I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, Philly, but you never got moved alive either. 1 hour. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. So we're definitely on opposite ends of this on the state. I grew up in the Toledo area. Okay. Yeah. Never got moved alive. So there we go. So now what I'm wondering is, do I try a see, what I don't like here is if I get short here, I could throw my stop right up there, but now I'm kind of in front of the 200 period. Not like in front of, but yeah, maybe I just ignore that and I will try that though. If it comes back up closer, look for a short at that level and I can throw my stop just right above there. But for now, let's keep an eye. Oh, it actually got the breakout there, huh? And now it's just putzing around. Lost account sense, so trying to rebuild. Gotcha. Never got moved. Yeah, take profit. They will eventually send you to a live account. But as far as I'm aware, they're... And I don't even know if they necessarily have... again, I'm speculating now. I don't even know if they have like a hard line. Okay, at this point, we're moving Bob to Pro Plus. All I know is that I like to know that Take Profit Trader does actually move people live because ultimately their incentives are all aligned. Like, are they going to cry if you blow up 100 accounts? Probably not. But like, do they actually want to see people succeed? Sure. Because if you are a beast mode and a baller of a trader and they can put you live and then, get 10% of your beast mode, that's great. So I do like that fact about Take Profit Trader, how they actually are aligned. Whereas other prop firms, and now again, depending on who you talk to, like if they never send anybody live, it's like, okay. At the end of the day, the fact of the matter is, they feel no remorse at all if you're cooking accounts. Like in fact, they're probably happy about it. I just set up my account today. It goes Test, Pro, Pro Plus. No, Catmain. You can make money in Pro too. But that is where they're not going to let you make $5 million because you would bankrupt the firm itself. So they would eventually move you to Pro Plus. So that is also where, in my mind, it's just a sustainable business model too, right? Because if a prop firm is not sending people to the live markets eventually, then they have a couple of choices. They're just going to either ban somebody, be like, yeah, you're too good of a trader, you're out. Or, again, why I like Take Profit, they're going to be like, hey, man, you're a good trader. Here, you're going to live. And now you keep 90%. Yeah, you make money with Take Profit Trader in the pro phase. And you keep 80% of what you make. Again, I am bound and determined to get long at that line. Just on pure principle. Now, I've been patient for so long. that I'm developing like a sense of entitlement. Like I am entitled to get long there, and I am entitled for it to be a winning trade. Which, by the way, is a terrible attitude to have. We as traders are entitled to nothing. I do not have any Pro Plus accounts, no. Never mind. The sim environment is more ideal. I'll just leave it at that. Been 7 days now. Yeah. I'm not even going to pretend like I know how that works. I would assume they're probably in the process of trying to get that sped up, but they might be at the mercy of somebody else. No, Nas. Nope. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, that's been one I've never struggled with. Now the S ones are pretty rough. But how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, that one's right up my wheelhouse, Boston. Maybe with your Boston accent, maybe that one's hard. But me and my whatever accent you would say I have, that one's not. Now Sally picks up seashells by the seashore. Okay. Oh, here this make. Now, I don't know how I'd ever verify this, but a bet you should never take. Like, if I wanted to hustle you, this is what I would say. Hey, man, I'll give you $1,000 if you cannot say these two words back to back very, very quickly, 10 times. It is impossible. Impossible. Does anybody know what those two words are back to back that are impossible to say? Again, 10 times. You guys are all about trying. It's crazy. There it is. Johnny knows it. Toy boat. Toy boat. Impossible to say 10 times quickly. Go ahead and try it. Never take that bet, though. If you want to make some money, though, just make some of that bet. 10 times quickly. I can barely say it slowly. Toy boat. Car keys and khakis are the same in Boston. A woodchuck would chuck as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Yeah. Try good blood, bad blood. Good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad. Oh, I'm saying multiple times. Yeah, that's too many words, though. Toy boat is effective because it's 2 words. The first word has 3 letters. The other one has 4. But good blood, bad blood, I mean, there's so many more letters there. Yeah, oh yeah, Pam. Yeah. I know. Yeah, it may be impossible, but what I'm saying is from like a marketing standpoint, toy boat is way better. It's way more deceiving because there's like so little letters. Anyways, I don't know how we... Oh, yeah, because Boston challenged me to... How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And I just devoured that. Yeah, never challenge a baboon to that. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. All right, I don't know what to do. My patience is too on point. Like I'm waiting, and it won't drop down there. Yeah, if you're at an office right now, like don't even try it because you're going to start to say it louder and louder, and then your boss is going to be like, yeah, we're going to need you to stop and please put the cover sheet on the TPS report. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Joshua. So what's kind of weird right now is if you were to pull up oil is in a nice little upwards channel. Whereas at the same time, MNQ is just sideways. So I mean, I guess, why not? Why not? So here is oil. I think we can all agree so far right now. You're like, okay, that was a terrible trend line. You get the idea though. Upwards channel on oil. But then we look over here at MNQ and just essentially going sideways. So there is still a bit of a correlation, but as last week I think showed us, the correlation is still kind of breaking down a little bit. Glad I purchased one account today with TPT, and I have 4 now. All right, Boston, cool. Welcome to the club. Yeah, did you get the memo? We're gonna need you to. Some of you got the reference. I like it. Freaks, Geeks, Peeps. That was a good show, by the way. Freaks and Geeks. Who watched Freaks and Geeks? I think it only had 1 season, though. All right, am I about to get finally filled here? We'll see. Although now, technically speaking, I don't even know what I'm buying. Because the first time the price came down here, there was also the 21 EMA at that level on the 5-minute. But right now, if I bring over the 5-minute again, like buying here means that it's broken down below the 21 EMA. So right now, this buy is sort of like just kind of a stubborn buy. Like, I've been waiting for this long, and I'm going to get what I've been waiting for. Which is, again, not a good attitude to have. Because you may feel entitled to something, but the market doesn't do entitled things. Nice job, Boston. Hey, Krem. I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, do I want a long here? Today was horrendous for me, only because I was testing some things out. What were you testing out? If I may ask. And I'm going for a long there. This line has just got to go. It served its purpose. Testing automatic trail stops based on the ATR. Gotcha. Is there any way you can test that sort of stuff with just like a total demo account? No breaking trend line. Shorts only. All right, Bradwood. Then you go short. I'm going to take a swing at the long there. Oh, booing your pros today. Got super greedy. Oh, man, you're up $1,200. Oof. Sorry to hear. Appreciate the honesty. Okay, here we go. Maybe. If the green line turns blue, I'm in. Yeah, I'm testing on a demo account. No, I mean like a total dump. Like, so when you're saying you don't have any skin in the game, that's what I mean. Like an absolute demo account, as in like 0 skin in the game. Yeah, that'd be great. And this is mainly based on the 5-minute. Oh, okay. Well, then it wasn't horrendous. You made it sound like you cooked all these accounts and blah, blah, blah. Goodness. PA is so tricky these days. It's like, unless we get a random tweet from Trump. Yeah, it's been my working theory for the past few weeks now, but there's just so much uncertainty. The market moves as if it's on pins and needles, which like it kind of is. So until we have just like true, like clarity, which you maybe will argue, well, as long as Trump's president, we're never going to have true clarity. Okay, fine. But like, we could certainly the market could certainly get more clarity than it has right now. So I think until we get that is why the market going on a couple months now, is tiptoeing around, pins and needles. Yeah, you are definitely dramatic. That is for sure. I thought you cooked all these accounts, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh no, I'm just on total demo accounts. Okay. I missed 2023 so much. I got to start to tell you. Okay, well, let's hear the story. Don't ban me. Why would I ban you? Did you say something you shouldn't have? When you take your test, do you do the simulation? Well, yeah. Your test phase and the pro phase is in a simulated environment, and then Pro Plus is where you're actually in the live market. Yeah, today's one of those days where, I mean, I'm not going to say like you're an idiot if you blew an account. But other than that, like other than this movement right here, which did come out of nowhere, like it's kind of been, yeah, I think our first day in a while where I would say, and I don't know if this is true, but like some days it just makes total sense. Like, oh, I can understand how people are cooking accounts left and right. I'm not quite sure today's one of those days. Again, that doesn't mean that you can't cook days. Who knows? Maybe I end up cooking this one, but I don't know. Dude, I got started in 2006. AK, I traded through the financial meltdown. So yeah, I've been through some. Now the .com bubble pop, that was before my time. That was when I was in high school. Didn't even know what the stock market really was. But yeah, no, I've seen some stuff. All right, here we go. Maybe. That green line turns blue, I'm in. I'm going to do this instead. That way I can put my stop right down here. There we go. So looking for a long at the green line. Stop is the red. When is the last time I blew an account? Last week, I was fine. The week previous to last week, I had several casualties. Yeah, if you go back and watch that live stream, I talked about it on several of them. But yeah, last week, I was quite proud of myself. Uh-oh, Boston, yeah. You had a copy trading snap. I'm not knowing I'm going the wrong one. Oh no, so no, yeah, that is something that comes with the territory of copy trading. You gotta make sure you have all your ducks in line. How many accounts do you rotate? That depends, Ravs. That's more a function of the racehorse model. Like if I am seeing the need to replenish the racehorse stable, then yeah, I'll start to fire more up. So like that's a function of more so the racehorse stable itself. Legit 16. Yeah, that's copy trading can be great. It can also bite you if you're not careful. Sorry to hear that though. That's a bummer. Long 94. All right, well, we're in the same vicinity there. Although his stop he's giving it more room to wiggle. I'm not going to give it as much room to wiggle. Man, oil with a nice little bull pennant here on the 5-minute. I don't know if I like this entry anymore because now I'm buying. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm buying after this failed bounce up. I don't like that. I got to reassess. Again, think about it. We were just looking at a nice solid green candle. That candle has evaporated and is now. Okay, I think I would have been filled there, right? I would have been filled. Okay. Well, in hindsight, I think I'd be okay. All right, well, regardless, that's fine. Whether or not I would have been okay, and you've heard me say this before if you've been here, I'm not looking to get long after green candles have immediately failed. I got 4 pros in this. Very nice. Very nice, Mark. I like it. I think it is about to start dropping. So I would assume. So you're getting short then, Alex? I don't know if it's going to start dropping. That's why I'm not getting short. I don't. I could see it getting dropping, but I'm not sure enough because on the 5-minute here we're still. So here, let me bring over the 5-minute. 5-minute, we're still sitting right at the 21 EMA. So again, that doesn't guarantee anything that it's going to bounce, but like, I don't think I'm being crazy to think that the price could get a nice bounce, especially when right now we're getting whatever you want to call it, a spinning top, a doji candle, right at not only the 21 EMA, we're also right at this pivot point right here, and this pivot point has produced bounces before. Again, none of those things makes me, you say that it's a guaranteed to bounce, but certainly not an area where I'm looking to get short. That snap came within a tick of filling me. Oh man, those are the things that'll make you lose your mind. I think it's going to go in a certain direction. I mean, but even that is like still not a guarantee, because the market can have an issue, which it's had a few times over the past several months, where like everything just freezes up and then the price goes zero direction. What, it's been a couple months now. Who was around when the precious metals, like it just froze up, like the precious metal market froze up? Give me a 5 if you remember that. Order block 3. Oh. Yeah. So that's what I mean. It's like, even if you're to say the only thing I'm going to guarantee is the price goes up, down, or sideways, it's like, well, you can't even make that guarantee because maybe the price freezes up. The only thing I can guarantee is that I look like a Greek god. Besides that, I make no guarantees. Next topic, we're not sticking on that one to talk about it. No need to debate it. It's so obvious. Didn't oil stop on Tradovate last week? No, I don't think so. Maybe it did. Stop, Glock, stop. Hey, Ace. Record number of viewers at 633. We got close either last week or 2 weeks ago. We had 625, but we couldn't. The algorithm would not push it out enough for me to break that record. Hey, Grassmaster. Pretty sure I can use your promo code when I use my code in my account. I appreciate that, Barson. Thank you. Let's hit that like button. I agree, Ace. Clay, I'm so proud of you. You have not timed anyone or anything out today. Well, I mean, the stream is young. And Big Man Roy, that's just the epitome of why I can never win with anybody. Like, you're congratulating, hey man, good job, you haven't timed anybody out. While other people would be like, can you please time this guy out? He's distracting. So like, I don't know, you are anti-banning people apparently, while other people are like, so I mean, that's what I mean. Literally in life, the best way to please nobody is to try to please everybody. Like, because you can't win. You cannot win. How do I add order flow? I don't know. I don't use order flow. Yeah, that's true, Pinko. Yeah, Rory. I mean, did you need to be? I'd be happy to do it for you. If price does go lower, I don't believe we see. No clue, though. It's not predictable yet. Well, I mean, I would, and I know what you mean, but I would also argue, well, it's never predictable. But I know what you're saying. By predictable, you're saying it's hard to gain any sort of edge. Like, it's hard to recognize anything where the probabilities are in my favor. So I realize that's what you mean. So I'm nitpicking, but. How did you get the P&L display? Here, Catmain. This is how I set everything up. So, not saying that this is like the magic, like how you have to do it, but. Here you go, my platform setup. But here you go. This will answer that question. Because I don't remember how to go through all that, because I set this up like well over a year ago. So I don't remember. But that video right there will help you out. Yeah, I'd love to short, but up on the day already. Don't want to give back the profits. Well, how much are you up on the day, Wolf? Bearish MA crossover goes down. Oh, Thomas, you should know better than that. Thomas, our friend from Germany, that was here like when I first started it, but he goes in and out of troll mode. Right now he's in troll mode. Across 8 props, 6K. Okay, well, what number, Wolf, could you look at and not be upset? So, for example, could you look at being up $3,000 on the day and not being upset about that amount? But what is the number that you could look at and say, I'm not upset. It is what it is. Or is that number 6,000? If that number is 6,000, then yeah, you're done for the day. Could you look at being up 5,000 on the day and be like, oh, okay. Anything above $1 on the green and I will celebrate. Okay. So I guess that means you're done after $1. Okay, I'm asking you a very specific question. Well, I'm trying to help you figure out if you can keep trading and to what degree. Could you look at, for example, 5,000? So let's say you're up $5,000 now. So in other words, you just lost 1,000. But could you look at 5,000 green for the day and not be still be perfectly happy with that? Is there a number out there where you could look at this number and say, okay, I'm still happy about it? If your answer is no, Clay, anything less than 6K would have me furious, then yes, you were definitely done on the day. Man, I'm trying to teach a lesson here, but it's like pulling teeth. Okay, cool. So you are up. So here's how you do this situation. You're up 6K. And you just said, you know what, at 4K, I'd still be happy. Now, we have some information in here from a risk management standpoint. We now know, moving forward, how much you are allowed to risk in a trade. Can anybody tell me what amount we have now discovered that Wolf, because he's like, I don't know, I don't want, it's like, well, he can officially keep trading as long as his risk is a certain amount. Can anybody see how the numbers he have given us has now opened up the door to how much risk he can now use going forward? Anybody see how much he can risk? Again, he's up 6K and he just told us, hey man, as long as I'm up 4K, I'm still a smiley face. So there you go, Wolf. Yes, you can risk now 2,000 moving forward. So there's no need to be scared about giving it back, because you've going through this exercise, you've now just realized, okay, I can still risk 2,000 moving forward. Well, hey, somebody had a shot. All right, this is news. This is news. Well, let's make sure. 90 up to, yeah, that was about a 50-point move. That's something spicy. Somebody said something. Or unless that was, no, that's 1207. Now, obviously, hopefully, Wolf, if you go and you take and you're putting together a trade plan and then you realize this trade plan, your risk is $2,500, that's not good. Because if you're wrong, obviously, now you're going to be only up $3,500, which you told us, hey, I'm happy as long as it's $4,000. But now if you're only up $3,500, you're probably going to want to get that $500 back. And then that's where revenge trading, forced trades, blah, blah, blah comes into play. And then before you know it, you might be down $3,500, right? So, yeah. That is how you do macro risk management there. Now, of course, you have to be honest with yourself. If you're like, no, if I see this number $1 lower, I'm going to be furious. Well, then that is your sign that you are officially done for the day. That's true too. Or you could buy another account. That's also true. If you want to fire up another test account, get that passed, you could do that too. Fair point, Glock. No, I don't pay attention to level 2. That's over there just because I know some people do pay attention to it. Well, again, just because you don't see any news right this second, as we discovered and learned, or not necessarily learned, but were reminded last week, the chart is such a good news source that the chart tells us there's news before it even hits Twitter. We had a couple of those situations last week where I was like, all right, we got to start looking for news. And then voila, like 3 or 4 minutes later, stuff started to show up on Twitter. That's how good the chart is as a news source. No, that's not the news. There's no way that that's the new. Dude, that's not new news, you dingbat. Come on, rookie. But yeah, right. I don't know. I'm starting to. Maybe not. Because again, not much follow through. And now it's back to super low volume. So maybe there wasn't any news. Yeah, you'd think the candle would move up in the hundreds. Could be. Okay, we won't. I'm not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm starting to second. So this is a weird day. Like that's the second one. I'm like, all right, that might be some news. I think the first one was right here. But yeah, that was. This is like almost an intern. An intern bought too many contracts. They're like, all right, we're going to need you to buy 500 contracts. And he had a typo and did like 5,000. All right, maybe that's it. Maybe NAM. Did that just come out? Mediators from Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey are working to extend. Okay, I could see that. Did that just come out, NAM? Stop. George, don't stop. George, if you're not trying to rage bait, then stuff like that, come on, George. Yes, sir, right at the time when we... Okay, yeah, that seems like that could be it then. Because that's new. I mean, that's news that I guess is a green-worthy candle news, but like, is that actually anything that too excited about? Probably not. So yeah, I bet that was the news right there. That candle was because of mediators from Pakistan, Egypt, and Turkey are working to extend ceasefire for 40 to 45, 60 days. Hey, thank you, Alfonso. Have you ever done the 100K account before? Ooh, oil. Maybe along here on oil. Oh, it went down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try a long at oil. So we're looking to get long at the green line. So kind of trying to play a little double bottom here of this high volume, lower shadow candle. So if this green line turns blue, I'm in. I'm not seeing the news. All seen it. Okay. Maybe. Again, looking to get long here at the green line. Or do I give it more? Yeah, let's do this instead. Just give this thing a chance and maybe... Because oil can be so jumpy where it can just... Whoosh. So I'm going to try to, if you look here, at least I'm not saying this guarantees anything, but bounced. And then we can get my stop like right there. Now it becomes a question of, do I want to try to take a short up around here? Because this is like a miniature bear flag. Bear pennant, bear flag. So there's part of it. And then like here's... So if any of you like bear pennants, I don't know if that's like the most textbook of bear pennants, but I also don't think I'm crazy to call that a bear pennant. I don't trust longs on oil, at least for today. Well, I mean, I'm trading the 2-minute time frame, so like even if I agree that oil is going to be down way further, like on its journey down, as long as it can bounce up a little bit right here, then I'll have a profitable trade. So like, I don't have like those macro cares. And I'm not saying obviously you're wrong. I'm just saying, yeah, I really don't care about an overall bias on oil today. I'm just taking it 1 2 minute candle at a time. Looks like a boot. I mean, that looked like a pennant to me. I mean, I am the Pablo Picasso of my generation. I almost blindly playfully entered along. You almost blindly playfully entered. What? Okay. What? I've never heard you almost playfully entered. So like in a gambling sense? Oh, I don't really have a go-to favorite setup. Timbo Trades, you are behind, my friend. I think you're referencing when I forgot my age. So you're like a good 40 minutes behind. I don't know why I'm talking to you. Can somebody talk to Timbo? Let him know that he is behind right now and needs to scroll forward. Yeah, just a lot of back and forth here, though. If we look at the volume profile and if you just picture this as the mountain, see how we have like the peak of the mountain right here? Which makes sense, right? Throughout the course, I mean, a lot of congestion. It's just kind of been going back and forth. Okay. Gotcha, Lou. Good to see you, by the way. Hopefully you had a good weekend. Do we break down? That is the question. Holla. Holla. Still waiting to see if this wants to break down or not. Sorry if you answered this earlier. Yeah, Bart. Yeah. I don't mean anything disrespectful, Barson, but like there's some things that for my mental sanity I can only answer so often. That's kind of one of those things right now that's just. If somebody else wants to help Barson out, but like I explain that like yeah, okay, nothing against you. It's just my mental sanity. Sometimes I need to take a break from certain questions. Well, Swain, what time frame do you use? I promise I'm answering your question by asking you this question. You're asking me about what's the significance of using the 2 minute. Well, what time frame do you use? Got a little too aggressive today, down 3K in the Right. I'm asking you though. I promise I'm answering your question by asking you the question. What time frame do you use? All right, so far this trend line is holding steady. Hey, good morning, Andre. Look at Timbo. We love Timbo. But he is. Can somebody tag Timbo and let him know he is very far behind? Trying to see if this thing wants to make the push down. I don't know. Maybe NQ is going mad today. I mean, NQ is not doing. I mean, this is MNQ, but not really. Not really doing much of anything right now. Thank you, Kat. Okay, well, why do you use those time frames? Swaying ace, I would assume you'd answer it this way. Well, Clay, I use the 1 minute and those other ones because they best help me implement my strategy. Is that fair? Is that why you use those, Swain? You use those time frames because they best help you implement your strategy? Okay, there's the breakdown. Oh, sorry to hear that, Adrian. All right, well, there is the breakdown of that bear pennant. I mean, depending on your strategy, if you're a scalpy scalper, that was quite a bit of room to pull some gains out. But if you're looking for more, yeah, you're maybe a little bit worried right now as it kind of snapped back. Took the scalp. Nice job, Dash. In hindsight, I guess I should have joined you. All right, well. I'm thinking, do I short at the yellow line and I can put a stop above the white? The white is the high of the day. So yeah, this yellow line here, going back to the history of things, you can see has rejected the price, the general area several times. I got you. Yeah, exactly. So all I'm saying is, why do I use the 2 minute? Whoa. Whoa. Huh? That could have very well been a losing trade. I don't know. It would have been close. I might have had my stop a little bit above. Yeah. Hard to say for sure if I would have had my stop loss up high enough above that high. But yeah, that could have. There is a chance I think might just stop me out and then dropped immediately like that. And I might be in a very. So thank you. Thank you, Sway. Sway and Ace just saved me from potentially a very tilt producing trade. Right, but that's my reason, because it best helps me implement my strategy. The same exact reason of why you use the 1 minute. There is, just like I don't think you would say there's anything magical about the 1 minute, I don't say there's anything magical about the 2. It just helps me best implement my strategy. Yeah, I didn't even see what happened. That snapped up, and like I said, there's a very real threat that might have just knocked me out of my trade plan by the skin of my teeth. I don't know, though. I might have survived it, and if I survived it, I'd be very happy now. Oh, Boston, stop. See, Boston? That's the problem. That's what irritates me about your cult. I know you're part of the cult, and that's how I know this is rigged. By who? Who is rigging it? And I'm telling you right now, economic history and logic is going to back you into a corner. Good grief. Nothing. Again, I'm just so mad. I like you, Boston, but your little cult leader has corrupted you. I mean, look at that candle. Yeah, what about it? Yeah, again, who's rigging it, Boston? Again, I'm telling you right now, economic history and logic is going to have you backed into a corner. Anyway, actually, I'm not even going to have this conversation with you, Boston, because after the story you told me, wait, did the story you told me happen today? Oh, last week. Okay. Because I was going to say, you might be very emotionally driven right now, and I'm not looking to try to have a discussion where logic is required with somebody that's kind of emotionally on tilt. Nobody is rigging the market. Now, maybe from like a overarching standpoint, the marks are rigged, sure. But like a 2 minute by 2 minute, no. Oh, I'm still on tilt. Okay, well, thank you. Then I'm not going to try to have a reasonable discussion with you because I've been there before where I don't want to hear reason and logic. I just want to yell and scream and say stuff. I think, thank you, Phil. I think I did, but let's make sure. I did. Thank you, Phil, for good looking out. I want a toilet seat made out of... Hold. I don't get it. Unless there's a typo in there. Your humor may be too vast for me. I have to stand down. I need hard stops, and it's wicking everyone. Yeah, these have been some pretty snappy moves. All right, I might try short. Not might. I will. I guess I could try it right here, and then... Yeah, there we go. Okay. If it goes up there and hits that white line, I'm going to take a swing at it. Again, it's rejected from this yellow line several times before. Trying to get short here. Okay, I'm short. Let's see if it once again gets rejected from this yellow line area. Not looking good. Nope. This time. Wait a second. Wait a second. What was that number before I took that trade? Was that triple digit green? I don't remember what that number was. Oh, it was only 17? Oh, okay. That makes way more sense. Okay, 17. Okay. I was like, wait a second. How did I get... Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, how did I risk like well over two? That makes way more sense. Okay. All right. The world is just fine. Just fine. For some reason, I thought that was a triple digit green number, but which seeing me go triple digit red, I was like, wait a second, but I'm good. I'm good. Thank you guys for not gaslighting me. You had the chance right there to gaslight me into the insane asylum, and you chose to be noble individuals. So I thank you for that. I mean, you could have been like, no, dude, that was like a $400 green number. Man, you guys all just showed an immense amount of pity on me. So thank you. That will be annoying if it now comes down because it's like, okay, well, you take me out and then you go. We're just protecting you from the... Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else we can try to cook up here. Short 357. I'm sorry, 354. Oh, 354. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you're basically short right now. I assume your stop's up over the high here. 367. Yep. Okay. Okay, newbie. I'm not going to... Yeah. Okay. You're still thinking this is maybe just fake breakout of this area? I don't know anymore at this point. I think your stop... I think you might be in a precarious position. Random hero is long. Yeah. Maybe this resistance zone has finally been broken. I got to remember to not mute my phone. By the way, for those of you that were here on Friday... Oh, is Kyle still here? For those that were here on Friday, you'll understand what I'm saying here. But my wife's buns were delicious. Turned out great. My wife's buns were delicious. Yeah, oh yeah. So Kyle, she was super impressed. She's like, because I was telling her how her text to me showed up like 45 seconds after her timer went off. So she was like, basically, shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Kyle. Those who were here on Friday. Yes, exactly. Lactic acid law. What would you like me to translate? I figured that was a basic English sentence. Okay, now another move up. So, those who were here on Friday? Yes. In fact, what I mean by that is those who are present on the live stream on Friday. That's what that statement means, brother. Trump to speak at any moment? Is that true? Okay. Philly also said it. Trump is about to speak. Okay. So oil is dropping, so the market must be believing or having inside scoop that he's about to say something, I guess technically bad for oil, bad being defined as going down, and good for the market? That's what... Trump is about to speak on Fox News. Okay. Oh, boy. Going to 340 for liquidity sweep. Oh, boy. Okay. Rocky Sam, and how exactly do you plan on making money from this liquidity sweep? Are you actually able to give us a trade plan? I've always noticed that people like to use the liquidity sweep lingo. They struggle to tell us, well, okay, fine, but how are you going to make money from liquidity sweep? Can you give us a trade plan? And then we just get words and lots of words. Short. Okay, see, that's not telling us anything, Rocky Sam. Where are you looking to get short? Where's your stop and where's your target? Can you give us those three numbers? But just using the word short, that doesn't really tell us anything. I know, bud. You in trade. I know, bud. You in trade. I know. I'm not in a trade. So you have my full attention. I am oh so interested to see how you will make money from this said liquidity sweep. We're all just dying to see this popular phrase be made applicable via these three numbers. I can't wait. I'm on the edge of my seat. Well, I don't think I can trade right now if Trump's actually about to speak. I am not. Time to go long, you think? I don't know. Where is he speaking? Somebody said Fox News. There's a cabinet meeting going on. Too late to go look in my opinion. Trump is speaking because of the liquidity sweep? Oh, man. Is there going to be a ceasefire because of the liquidity sweep? That's what I heard. Ceasefire extended because of liquidity sweep. That's what I heard. From a little elf that lives outside my window. Get it on Twitter. Breaking news from the Baboon live stream. Ceasefire extended because of liquidity sweep. Yeah. So this elf is outside multiple people's windows, apparently. You can try along here. Well, I mean, I could also try along here or here or here. Well, I guess not back here because this is the past. So it'd have to be somewhere like out in here in the, yeah. It was a wonderful liquidity sweep. Many people have told me it was the best. All right, here we go. Okay, lactic acid law. Then tell us, how are you going to do it? You tell us how you're going to. You said you could try a long here. Fine. Well, tell us about how you would do the long here. Where would you get long, and where's your stop loss at, brother? Uh-oh. No, code Clay always works. There you go. Missed the long. Okay, what do we do with lactic acid law? He's another one of these bipolar guys. Like, sometimes he's totally reasonable, and now he went into, like, baboon I told you so mode. Okay, now he's doing trust me bro trade plans. Dude, I got long here. You got out right here. Trust me, bro. Okay. Yeah, oil is getting punched in the barrel right now. I mean, I like lactic acid law. He's just one of these confused. Like, sometimes he just goes into like baboon. Like, I don't know. Bet everybody blowing accounts today. I don't know. So here's the difference between today and other days and why I'm skeptical. Like, yes, this was, so let's just look at this spike. Yeah, this thing spiked, well, I guess even right here. Yeah, and then back down. But the up was like 30 points. So like 30 points, yeah, depending on position size, it could cook you. But like in other days, this same exact movement would represent like 60, 70 points. Where it's just like, man, 70 points no matter what, kind of hard to, but like this was still only like 30 points. So that's why I hesitate on, it's going to be a lot harder to cook an account today because yes, what looks to us like these big spikes, well, today big is defined by like 20 points, 30 points. Other days, big spikes, like I said, 60, 70, 80 points. UK is talking about you. Okay, so is Trump talking on Fox News or no? Like some of you had said this. I'm trying to show. Oh yeah, somebody had a shut. Again, yeah, these are big movements, but still, this one basically started here 80 up to. So like we're talking basically 45 points. So that one's a little bit more juicy. Not yet. Okay. Right. And what I'm saying, I think you're a lawyer if you're lactic acid law. As a lawyer, I mean, come on, man. You got to have, surely you have situational awareness. As I always say, like it is a massive lack of situational awareness if you ever tell a live streamer, I told you so. Because you what you don't realize, apparently, you're and by the way, 98% of you understand this phenomenon. But like for everybody saying this is a long, somebody else is saying this is a short. For everybody else saying, man, that's a great entry. Somebody else is saying that's a terrible entry. So like from the live streamer's point of view, there's always going to be somebody that can say to me, I told you so. Therefore, it is super annoying when people tell me, I told you so. It's like, yeah, tell me. Like situational awareness is a skill that we need to teach our kids because if people don't have it, then you're an obnoxious grown-up, right? And again, to you, 98% of you, your parents did well to teach you situational awareness. But for the I told you so people, you got to call up your parents and be like, Ma, Dad, why don't you teach me about situational awareness? Fox News is who reported it, not on Fox News. Yeah, okay, so I'm so confused. So he's not going to be on, it doesn't matter. Just tell me if he starts speaking somewhere. I'm not even going to try. Trying to understand the chat sometimes is like, I don't know. Not easy. I'll put it that way. I just know from my trading plan that this is too late to go long. All right, Random Hero. Well, good on you for identifying that your current strategy has no setups. Fox is saying he'll be on shortly, but they're on commercial right now. Gotcha. And has Fox been saying this for the past 3 hours or no? Every chat on YouTube at any time. Yeah, probably true. Probably true, Barson. Know about past 20 minutes. Okay. All right. Hey, if you're enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be fantastic. I haven't asked, so I'm not, but usually I like to be up to the 200 like mark by the 2 hour mark, and we're quite a few below. So if you are enjoying this in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind helping support the stream in a very easy way, hit the like button. It helps. It makes a big difference. Maybe we can get a short squeeze here in the likes. Get an AMC squeeze going, a GME squeeze. Another long, okay. Long at 380, fine. And where would you put your stop, lactic acid law? So we can see if this is a good entry point or not. See, you know better than this. This is why I'm a little confused. Like, you are not new around here. You know what a real trade plan is. So where would your stop loss be? Stop. There we go. Now we can see how good that is. So 380 with a 367 stop. Perfect. I'm very unjoyed since you're not up 10K today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will do better. Whoa, oil. Okay, so oil is, so there is definitely a disconnect because oil is just getting smacked right now. I didn't even notice it. I would assume that this would be going up a lot stronger. Okay, well, who just told me that? Yeah, all right. I'm going to stick. So yes, I don't know. Does some sort of bigger money know what he's about to say in Fox? I have no idea. Trump 34 ships went through Strait of Hormuz yesterday, by far the highest since. Yeah, I couldn't see that being it though. All right, well, to buy right now is to absolutely be trying to catch a falling knife. To short right now, in my opinion, is to just be chasing. So fun action to watch, but I'm not quite sure what to do with it right now unless we get some sort of, bounce and, some pattern formation up here to maybe take a swing at it from the short side. But yeah, if you're trying to go long, I mean, everybody's got their own thing, but, don't lie to yourself. You are trying to catch a falling knife right now. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't try to do it. I'm just saying that is what you're trying to do. The move is done, looks like. I was saying good news equals oil down. The move is done, looks like. What move is done? Trump in on cam. Might be getting a big old hammer candle here. Hammer candle on what will be the highest volume it's had in a while. So I might try a long here. Whoa. Okay, things are just getting spicy. Oh, he is talking about... So he is talking right now? I think he means the long trade as in the move is done. Yeah, but the problem with that is I don't know which one he's talking about because now this is the problem when I'm looking at oil and then MNQ. I don't know which one he's referring to. All right, going to try a long here. Ooh, that'd be a bigger stop. Jump in long. All right, Thomas. Actually, give Thomas a timeout, mods. He knows better. He knows he's being obnoxious. He's doing it on purpose. But that's not a ban. Thomas has been around since the beginning, but he knows better. He's just being obnoxious now. So there we go. No, not Law. Who just timed him out? Untime out, lacted Law. You did the wrong dude. What is up with the mods lately? You guys are supposed to be the cream of the crop. For as much as I pay you guys, holy smokes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so has he been unhid now? Oh, Jamie's all upset he hasn't made the cut yet. Ooh, your tears taste delicious, Jamie. Your tears taste delicious. Jamie tears are the best. Yeah, we may need a mod for the mods. Oh, that's why. It's starting to dance up here because it's fluctuating between 3 digits and 2. So annoying. I don't like when the upper part here starts to do the jiggle, the jig. Okay, so if you're wondering, yeah, why, watch, if this hits 100, it'll start to dance. See that? Shut up and dance with me. Look at that. Look at that dance. Just look at that shaking his booty up there. Look at this. Look at this booty shaking. Hide the kids. Hide the kids. This is inappropriate. What in the world? Tradeovate is being inappropriate right now. Trump claims he was called. So this is what he's saying right now on Fox? Absolutely inappropriate behavior right now. Uh-oh. Oh, that's why. Okay, I'm an idiot. Well, it's been rejected 3 times since it's been up here. Wait, so Trump is speaking right now? He is. Okay. All right. I better just sit on my hands for now. He's on Fox and MSN now. Okay. Kind of want to short here. And then I can just have a tight stop up above. But with Trump on the horn, you never know. Now Iran. Okay. He's outside the White House. Gotcha. So here's a question. I don't have an answer, but I mean, you can weigh in. Let's just say that Trump said right now, the war is over. Do you think the market would react at all? I don't think so. I think the market would be like, yeah, let's see what Iran has to say. Like, I think Trump has burnt so many bridges in the sense of just saying stuff that, like, I for a thought experiment, and I could be wrong, if Trump right now is like, yeah, the war is over, I don't think the market would budge. I think the market would be like, yeah, well, let's wait to see what Iran has to say. That's my opinion. I obviously, I could be wrong, but so I guess in any sense, like, should I even care that he's talking? Like, could he even say anything that would actually jolt the markets at this point? I don't know. So maybe it does, like, maybe I should just keep on trading like normal. Uh-oh. It's getting inappropriate again. Doggone it. I mean, you heard me say it. Get short up around here. That would have been nice. Oh, that is actually very distracting. Hide the kids. Very inappropriate as we got some booty shaking up there. Just trade as normal. He is saying, well, again, Mara, I have no problem believing that right now he's saying nothing important. But the problem, Mara, is what is he going to say in the next sentence? That's what I'm a little worried about. Other countries will help with blockade. Yeah, we've heard that one too before. And then these other countries are like, wait, what? No. Yeah, psych. Got him, coach. Got him. I'm sorry. My mind is too fickle, but this is very distracting up here. It is playing with my mind. I am very open to the idea that I need to just mentally toughen up. That's fine. I'm open to that critique, but I mean, just shooting straight with you, that's playing mind games with me. There, see. It's not really jiggling too much right now, though. When it really starts to jiggle, that's when it distracts me. No, Jamie, I can't. My window is what it is. What it is. What do I think of Oracle and Iron? Well, I don't know. I have no thoughts on those. Are you day trading those? What did I do before this? Oh man, that's a long time ago. I am an engineer by degree. But I've not been a 9 to 5 engineer since 2008. I don't remember when I quit. Yeah, in some senses, my degree was a total waste. Like, I got my engineering degree and was an engineer for like a whopping, I want to say like 2 years. But hindsight, it is what it is. Oh, swing trading, gotcha. To short or not to short the trend line? That's the question. I'm going to pass on it. Did you trade for a financial firm? No. No, I worked for Honeywell. Ticker symbol HON. No, I did not make thermostats either. Do you this as your main job or nah? I frame it as my main job is multiple streams of income. I think that's what everybody's main job should be, because I'm a firm believer in doing what wealthy people do, not reinvent wheels. And the one thing I've noticed about wealthy people, feel free to cross-check me if you want to make sure that I observe the right thing. But the one thing I observe with people that are wealthy, and I define wealthy as people with freedom of time, is that they have many streams of income. So I would argue my full-time gig is an income stream creator. Okay, here we go. Maybe. As we approach, do I try double bottom or do I try? All right, I'm going to do this based on the 5-minute. Going for a long down here. So fake break of the double bottom. What other streams of income do you have? I do real estate. I have claytrader.com. I have the YouTube channel. I have this live stream. I was going to say I own farmland, but I guess that's in the category of real estate. I have a dividend portfolio. All right, never mind for now at least. UFC at White House this summer. Oil tankers loading U.S. oil. Yeah, that would be good for us as Americans if somehow the extra tax dollars used weren't going to just be wasted. But with the U.S. government's track record of like what they do with tax revenue, yeah, that doesn't, all this stuff, like, oh, they're all coming to buy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, yes, oil companies and the government does benefit because the oil companies are going to be making more money. Therefore, the government's going to collect more in taxes. But like, I don't know. I'm not very hopeful that that extra money that is being gathered is going to work its way and not be wasted. Like right now, like Twitter is such, you can tell like who's never taken an economics. Like not even you have to. It's just basic supply and demand. It's like, great. well, we don't depend on their oil. It's like, well, that's true, but we are part of the equation. And if part of the equation of supply goes down, then and demand stays the same, then prices are going up. So sure, even if we don't depend on their oil, prices are going up because now now if China cannot buy from Iran and China still wants oil, aka has demand, well, they may come to us for supply. But now guess what? We as American consumers are competing against China for that same oil. Hence prices go up, right? Supply and demand. So all this stuff about, well, who cares? We don't need their oil. True, but we will still be affected via supply and demand, via prices at the pump going up. The fact that some people I don't know. It's like you don't need a PhD in economics to understand these basic things. Like everybody that used to buy from Iran and is now buying from us, we as consumers are competing against those people now. I mean, think about if you had a business, right? And you were selling this object. And then all of a sudden, some people that were interested in this object that you have, they were buying the same object from somebody else. But this somebody else is no longer selling for whatever reason. But these people still want this object. And then they come knocking on your business door. Bang, 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 we want this object. Guess what? Your buyer pool just expanded. In order to keep up with demand, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay. Wait, you're going to pay me that much? Well, this person over here is only paying me this much. Well, geez. Okay, right? Just basic supply and demand. Trump's done speaking. All right. I would argue it is a good thing for Americans that more people are buying from America if I thought the government was not a wasteful entity. Because they will collect more tax revenue. That is a fact. But unfortunately the government, no matter who's in charge, they don't have the greatest track record with utilization of funds, Like if they were going to say, okay, we're going to take this extra money, we're going to use it to pay down debt. And because we're now using it to pay down debt, America will have less debt. Therefore, bond markets will be like, hey, look, America is becoming a less risky place. Therefore, bond rates start to come down. And if bond rates come down because people don't need to be paid as much because, well, it's not as risky, well, then guess what? Well, now mortgage rates start to come down. Car loans start to come down. This stuff naturally comes down because our debt is going down as a country. Therefore, America is looked at as a less risky place. But I'm not, for some reason, it doesn't seem like any extra tax revenue collected from all this is going to go down to paying down debt. I don't know. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Like, that's the one thing that I know why, because it's not going to get them elected. But the politicians that are all about paying down the debt, they're actually being the ones honest about how to bring down cost of living, about how to bring down mortgage rates. They're the honest ones. Because if debt goes down, people view America as a safer place. And the safer a place is looked upon, the less payment you need and the less interest you're going to need because, well, it's a safe thing, right? Like if we're going to invest in Somalian bonds, well, I'm not going to speak for all of us. I'll speak for myself. But if I'm going to invest in Somalian bonds, I don't know. I probably want at least a 20% return. That seems kind of risky, right? Somalian bonds don't seem too safe. So I need at least a 20% payment, I would think. Maybe even more. I don't know. I'm just making this up. So anyways, there's your economics lesson for the day. The honest politicians are the ones that say the way to lower interest rates is to pay down the debt. Those are the honest ones. Not, oh, I'm going to blame Paul. No, that's just all money printing. That's where it all becomes smoke and mirrors. Anyways, I'm sorry. I am an economics geek. Like that stuff to me, I love it. I love it, brother. He didn't say much at all. Ordered a McDonald's. Chit-chatted a bit with the news. Market green today. Which market are you talking about? We're doing futures here, so that's not me being snarky. It's like oil. Well, the oil market is green today. The NASDAQ. Oh, wait, what? Huh? They're both green? Wait, what? Okay. Okay, thank you. So there we go. This will fit. So oil market is green today. NASDAQ, I guess, is green. Gold market, though, is red. All indices. Well, which indices? Are they all green? I don't know. All right, I'm going to try a short up here. And put my stop right up here. Was rejected there. This general area here. Again, I'm looking to get short at the red line. Stop is the green. Let's see if it wants to play ball or not. I might raise this up a little bit just to make my risk a little bit smaller. So I am risking potentially not getting filled now. But I wanted this to be more like a 10-point risk. Yeah, Blada, right now, I didn't realize that the NASDAQ was actually green while oil was also green. I would assume the exact opposite. But I would have assumed wrong. Let's see. If this does pull back. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yellow line, I'd be interested in a long. So maybe this is some sort of, and I'm not claiming this yet, but I'll claim potential. This looks like potential, maybe some sort of new sideways channel. I hope it doesn't just chop, chop, chop. But if it were to chop, 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 this would be my guess on kind of the range that it might chop, chop, chop within. Is that all-time high 25.7? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're anywhere close to all-time highs, are we? I mean, we've had pretty big pullbacks. Disclaim. Oh, good one, no soup. Did it? Good job, Black did. Not close. Okay, yeah, no. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we're not anywhere close to an all-time high. What is the all-time high, by the way? Anybody know what the all-time high is off the top of their head? Again, I'm looking for a short here at the red line. I thought it was around here. I guess, I don't know, maybe we are at all-time highs. Did we quietly sneak back up? I suppose it's possible that we are. 26,700. Okay, so we got a ways to go. Oh, getting close to potentially a fill here. No, you got to be. I just seen this now. The timing on this is of epic proportions. News out there that Somalia. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This is a different country. Somaliland, having broken away from war-torn Somalia in 1991. Okay, so this is different than Somalia. Somaliland. For any of you that are bored, if you want to do a little bit of research and fill me in, what is Somaliland? Apparently, that's a new country. Okay, I'm looking to get short at the red line. No. It's part of Somalia on the west side. Okay. Well, that's kind of crazy. I was talking about Somalia earlier, like Somalian bonds, and all of a sudden Somalia is offering apparently America another area to put a base. Okay, I was just reading a little news article real quick. I thought that was just pretty interesting coincidence. It's a partially recognized state. Gotcha. Okay. Country not recognized. Recognized by who? Like, so yeah, I don't even understand. Like, when do you officially become a country? Like, does the UN have to recognize you? The UN? Okay. So, like, if we were all form our own country here, and we just call it the Baboon Nation, we would need the UN to acknowledge us as the Baboon Nation. All right, trying to be patient, seeing if this thing wants to. If this red line turns blue, I'm in. I could be getting short here and basically have my stop where my current red line is, but then it seems like my stop is right in front of this high. I don't want to put a stop there. Yeah, interesting. All right, I got some African geography, geopolitics in Africa today. See, I'm always learning at least something on the live stream every day. And have your own currency. Are you sure on the currency thing? Like, why couldn't it use just another country's currency? All right, I think I might have to try a short here. Yes, I'm technically breaking the trade plan, but this is looking kind of juicy. All right, I'm trying to short there. And my stop is now right there. So adjusted trade plan. The clay dinar. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And it did say okay. Interesting. That's a good point about the bonds. Little too late. Doggone it. Oh, so close, yet oh, so far away. Cambodia has its own currency. All right. Interesting, but they all use... We are learning. Many countries use the euro. Huh. But yet they're still not recognized as a country? Interesting. Okay, am I about to go into baboon mode? I'm all of a sudden thinking long here. I mean, I am always in baboon mode, but I mean like extra spicy baboon mode. The lack of it wanting to roll over more has me thinking, okay, maybe this is some genuine strength, but I also don't want to rush into it. Just activate 100K for the first time. Oh, all right, Nas, let me know what you think about it. I'm long on BIAF. Like the stock BIAF? And are you a day trader? Uh-oh. Why does that one make me think it's like some sort of like penny stock or like BIAF? Oh, no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, NAS. Possible long at 399. Stop at 380. Okay, so you're in. I mean, your use of the word possible is kind of like, well, so does that mean if it comes down here, you'll tell us, no, I never got in, but if it goes up, you'll be like, yeah, I got in. Okay, so Nini, you are not a day trader then, I assume. Casey. Where have you been, Casey? I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know. Is this a new range that's formed? If yes, I might be getting ready to try a long down here. Okay, well, if you're a day trader and if you want to day trade with max efficiency, day trade futures through a prop firm. There's no more efficient way to go about it. Perhaps right now you're like, well, I'm off and on because I don't have enough money to day trade, because you're saying you have to day trade stocks. And yeah, day trading stocks, you do need way more money. But yeah, all that is avoided with futures because, well, first off, there's no pattern day trading rule. So if that's why you're off and on, because it's like sometimes you have enough money, other times you don't, I'm telling you, you need way less money to be a day trader in the world of futures. I've been sick, so just resting. Daughter had the flu. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, again, my argument is not that you can't make money doing these other things. My argument is working efficiently. So congrats on your gains, but my claim is not that you can't make money doing other things. I'm just saying if you want to be most efficient, day trading futures through a prop firm is the most efficient way to go about day trading. But please don't tell me you're day trading those sorts of stocks on frickin' Fidelity. Oh my goodness. That has got disaster written all over it. I'm thinking about a long. I really like that hammer candle. I like how it's respecting the 21 EMA, but it's this area up here. When did you stop using Thinkers? Huh? I never used Thinkorswim. I think you got me confused with somebody else. Don't be hating. Well, I mean, I'm hating on Fidelity in a very specific category. That category being day trading. So calm down. I'm retired, doing my own investments. I'm up. Okay. I don't think I'm making myself clear. So I apologize for not explaining myself clearly. I'm not talking about the category of investing. I am talking about the category of day trading, to which you said you off and on day trade. So anyways, you do your thing. Good job. Congrats being on up 27%. I've been considering a prop firm for a long time, but I don't know anyone who has done it. It seems like a good way to pay it. Yeah, Quantum, you have a very not accurate view of prop firms if you're thinking you have to pay $300 a month. Yeah, have a good one, Nini. I hope your BTAI works out. What's the problem with Fidelity and day trading? Well, if you're day trading with Fidelity, you're either day trading stocks, I'm assuming, or options or something like that. And those things are garbage to day trade. Not to mention you're risking a lot of your own capital if you're using Fidelity. But like if you're going to be if you're like, no, I'm going to be a day trader of stocks or options, then get a direct access broker. Like Fidelity is not it. Yeah, day trading stocks makes mathematically 0 sense. As somebody that's come from the world of day trading stocks and options, day trading stocks and options are garbage. compared to day trading futures in a prop firm. Again, mathematically provable. Like with stocks, you need way more money. Therefore, you're taking on bigger risk, and you need like pretty big moves to make worthwhile money. And even the money you make after these big moves, after all the risk you've taken on, is still less than you would make day trading futures through a prop firm. There is a prop firm that lets you do stocks now. Okay, well, I mean, regardless, futures move way better than stocks anyways. That's why I said even if you get a really nice move in a stock, that really good move, nice move in a stock is still making you way less than even like a modest move with futures. And if you've ever traded futures and you've seen how they move, like you know exactly what I mean. No, so the one I'm using is this. So for example, real quick, if you do a 50K, you're paying 102. The per month is only during the test phase, which is why I say just aim to pass within 1 month. Because after you pass, that goes away, and your all-in expense, aka your all-in risk, is 102. $102 gives you the ability to buy up to 6 NQ contracts, for example, or 60 MNQ. And yeah, as part of that one-time payment, yeah, you get live data, you get the platform, you get all sorts of stuff. Okay, yeah, to walk through the setup, it's almost like people have asked that before. Here you go. That's how you can go through it all and then well, I don't know, what country are you in? Because you mentioned something about, that makes me think you're not in America. There you go. It is not my platform. No, it is the one that I use and recommend. Is that what you look like? No, that's not what I look like. Those are just pictures of me without facial hair, but it is not what I would look like without facial hair. Well, I mean, no soup, but you're leaving out you're leaving out the most glaring difference between day trading futures and day trading options. Both are contracts. Day trading options, you have theta. There is no theta in futures. So that in of itself, I mean, what you're saying there, new soup is not wrong. I'm just saying you kind of left out the most powerful aspect. Quantum, if you just go to that website, my friend, you can see it all right at the top of the screen. Yeah, I don't understand the question. Hey, Clay, those pictures of you without facial hair, is that what you look like without facial hair? Huh? Huh? Hey, you see that white dog over there? Is that dog white? Well, yeah. Huh? Okay. Who even said that? We need to have an intervention. The random hero. I think you've started to hang around with some new friends. I'm getting the impression that these new friends are like, hey, random hero, come over here. You see this spray paint can? Take a whiff of this. Stop doing that, brother. Stop doing that. It's affecting you. But think about what do you even mean, random hero? Hey, those pictures of you without facial hair, is that what you look like without facial hair? Like, you know what I mean, brother? Okay, I gotta get short here. We are right up at this area. If this comes down here, I'm getting short. My stop is gonna be right there. Looking to get short. Now, if it comes up through the green line, that'll okay. It's right now, it's based, okay. Never mind on that one. Glad I waited for confirmation. Maybe a short up here. So let's see it. Now this white line is the high of the day. So the price can never get above this white line. The white line itself will just move higher. But yeah, that's what the white line is representing. Hey man, are some dogs brown though? I think so. I think there are brown dogs. But yeah, if you're like, hey Clay, that picture of a brown dog, is that what a dog would look like if it were brown? Yeah, that's where I think there might be paint cans involved, if you know what I'm saying, brother. Yeah, no, lactic acid law, you're discounting the rules though. My argument has always been shop for prop firms based on rules, not price. Because that's what this is how we know that we'd have customers like lactic acid law. Like we could all come together, start our own prop firm. We'll call it the Baboon Den, and then we can offer prop firms for $5. But then what we're going to do is we're going to have like all these complicated rules. And then that way we never have to actually pay anybody out because nobody ever, they don't like, the rules will take care of us. So again, when you shop for prop firms, do not do it based on price. Do it based on rules. And that's why I really like Take Profit Trader, because I believe they have a very clean set of rules. No consistency rules, no scaling rule, no scalping rule. So everything's got their own time and place, but some prop firms, I swear, like they turn some people so jaded. And we've seen it here. Prop firms are a scam. Yeah, why? Their rules are a gimmick, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, wait a second. You clearly shopped on price. You threw yourself into a lion's den of all these rules, and now you're assuming that all prop firms are like that. It's like, no, you just did it the wrong way. You shopped based on price, not based on rules. How many contracts do I trade at a time? It depends on what's going on. I'm at the mercy of the market. Sometimes 5 MNQ is perfect. Other time, maybe 5 NQ is perfect. Majority of prop firms indeed are scams. Yeah, no, that's just blatantly false. I've seen Grand Spire. He's been here before. Put him in timeout again. I'm not going to put up with it. Like if you wanted to use the word some, fine. Yeah, of course. There's some of everything that is probably going to be a scam. But like the majority, no, that's just somebody that doesn't know what they're doing. Hey, mods, there we go. Thank you. Just noticed you don't have the price line on your chart. Yeah, you can always tell somebody who's either just super bitter or like super ignorant. The majority are scams. Oh yeah, sure. There have been scams, and I'm sure maybe some of them out there are scams right now. That's why I don't put my name next to every single one. Trust me, I'm constantly getting emails from people from these like new startup prop firms. Hey man, we'll give you like, and like the commission offers are pretty attractive, but it's just like, yeah, but I don't know who you are, so I'm gonna go ahead and just like let you stick around for a bit, see if you have some sort of track record before I slap my name on you, you know? But yeah, when you should use the word majority, like majority is like more than half. I'm sorry, but more than half of prop firms out there right now are not scams. Now, to be fair to him, I don't know what his definition of a scam is, so we'd have to parse that out. But yeah, that person's been here before, and they're just a troll. So. Okay, see, this is where lack of law is also about to get put in timeout. I say for beginners, if they blow accounts, the rules or perks don't matter. Well, what happens if the complicated rules are the reason why they're blowing all these accounts? So yeah, I got to put them in timeout now. That's somebody that is just arguing for the sake of arguing and not like, what are you talking about? That is my point. Shop for rules, not based on price. Because my argument there, lactic acid laws, well, yeah, maybe that's why they keep cooking all these accounts. Is because of the rules, which goes back to like why we should set up our own prop firm. We call it the Baboon Den, and then we just offer accounts for $5 a piece, but we have all these rules, so we know that everybody's just going to cook the account. Like that's how I've realized some people I've annoyed because they're like, dude, you've said that analogy 3 times already. I know, but that just proves that Lacted Law is not here to listen because I have used that analogy. He's like, to hear that analogy and for me to say it several times and then you say something that it's just like, you got to listen, Lacted Law. I'm all for a good discussion, but brother, you've got to at least listen to hear what I'm saying, not just talking the entire time. Yeah, hey, Trace, I don't think you put together the sarcasm that Todd was doing. And if you thought that I just randomly banned these two people, again, I explained why, which does not seem random. Okay, I'm almost sure this dude just created his name today. No, not. Wow. Trace Lamb is here like telling us that circles are round. He is making affiliate income from the prop firm, and when people lose their deposit, he gets... Okay, now that's banned. That's just a full-blown lie. All right, mods open season on Trace Liam. Like, that is just a lie. Like, I get a cut when people lose their deposit. Yeah, I mean, that's just not even close to being true. Yeah. So that is, I will say this, that's like how you skip over the timeout stage and just go to immediately banned if you're just gonna like lie. Like that's an easy one. Brad, I have a giveaway for you right now, Brad. As somebody that has all of a sudden turned into like one of these beggars going around looking for giveaways. Brad, I do run a giveaway. I will give you a ticker symbol, and this ticker symbol is guaranteed to give you money. So would you like for me to give away this magic ticker symbol that I know about, Brad? They could at least make the lies. Well, yeah, like... Sorry for being too big. Oh, well, you don't have to apologize, Robbie. Can there be a little more difference between futures trading and stock trading? Okay, well, so we're like, Robbie, for example, do you have $25,000? I know that's a personal question, but that would be like one of the biggest differences. Right, you're asking if I do giveaways. That's what you're asking, right, Brad? Or did I misunderstand? Bro, I am furious at chat. That is right, Felipe. There is zero acting on my part. Hint, bottom right-hand corner. That's how mad I am, Felipe. That's how mad I am. I do not. Okay, so Robbie, right there, you can't even be a day trader of stocks. And I am defining day trader as making as many day trades as you want every day. Because there's something called the pattern day trading rule where you need $25,000. So right there in and of itself, it's like futures are way better because futures do not have that rule. And you can day trade at any amount. Now, you'd want to day trade through a prop firm, but right there, you're asking what's the difference? That'd be the biggest difference for you. But Clay, they're going to maybe lower it down to $2,000. Okay, you still need $2,000 to become a day trader, but that hasn't even happened yet. So as of right now, $25,000, like you literally could not be a day trader. You could make 3 day trades every 5 days. A day trade being defined as buying and selling in the same day, but you can only do that 3 times every 5 days. But within the world of futures, you can make 1,000,000 day trades in the same day if you want. Let's hope they lower it. Yeah, to me, it's irrelevant. Like even if the pattern day trading rule went away on stocks, it's still irrelevant because futures move way better than stocks anyways. And as day traders, we kind of want movement. What are some non-negotiable rules? I don't know. That's a good question. I've never thought about that just because I've always used take profit trader. Again, quantum, maybe that's all true, but that's also my point about why prop firms are awesome. Because you don't have to go down all that math. Like, you don't have to know what any of that stuff is. again, and this is coming from somebody who the vast majority of my trading career, which started in 2006, was day trading stocks and options. And people for years have told me to get into futures, but I was a stubborn donkey for very long. And then people were like, you got to get into prop firms. But prop firms seem kind of sketchy. And I was always sketched out by them. But then, like, I continue to watch members in our private community, like, get payouts. And I was like, okay. But yes, I am still, I'm not upset at myself for being skeptical about prop firms. Like, in my mind, that made sense to be skeptical. But I am upset at myself for as long as it took me to finally make the move to futures. Because, yeah, futures move so much better. So why? So we're going to get the short here or what? Oh, I don't know. We do have a rising wedge, though, I think. Let's make sure. Do we? So you could use that. I'm going to use this line for my top of the rising wedge. And then the bottom of the rising wedge, I'm just going to use the 21 EMA. So here is the rising wedge, which is a bearish pattern. Now, does that mean that does not mean the price is for sure going to drop, but the rising wedge is considered a bearish pattern. Well, yeah, exactly. Like when I got started, I needed to get to that $25,000 mark so I could be a day trader in stocks. I guess that makes penny stocks, because penny stocks can make big moves, so I can grow the smaller account into a larger account. But none of that stuff is needed anymore. That's why I'm telling you right now, and I understand I sound like the old guy that had to walk to school uphill both ways, but like, it is such a great time now to be a day trader. Because with the invention of micro futures and then the invention of prop firms, it's great. Because before micro futures, like if a beginner showed up, it would be crazy to be like, yeah, go trade NQ. That would be insanity to tell a beginner to do that. But now with micro futures, which were invented, like 7 years ago, game-changing, invention with the micro futures, and then the prop firms just made the risk management of things that much better. Yes, you do. Yeah, that's where everybody, you got to be specific. Because I realize you're replying to something that I just said, but you have to remember, in the real world, there's a delay. So what you're replying to, I said 3 to 5 seconds ago. So when Corey says, yes, you do, I have no idea what he's referring to. Yes, I do what? So the more specific you are, and this goes to any live streamer, the more specific you are as you talk to any live streamer, the more they appreciate it. Okay, time to start reading. Okay, you don't have to read anything about, oh, I'm sorry, Robbie, you're brand new. No, you don't have to read about micro futures. Learn charts. That's what you have to learn about, charts. So technical analysis is what you're going to want to start to learn about, not micro futures. Because ultimately, you just need to know what direction do I think this micro future is going to move, and that's where the charts come into play. Okay, I'm looking for a short up of this yellow line here. Given I am calling this a rising wedge, we're kind of in the middle of the pattern. So kind of in the spirit of, do you really want to diddle in the middle? Sometimes I'll diddle in the middle, but right now, not willing to do it. I want to get a little bit more confirmation in one direction or another. So we'll see what it wants to do here. I want to ask a serious question. Does that mean you ask non-serious questions, no soup? I love that sort of simplicity applies to the logic, Ben. Depending on what I have to even learn. Yes, yep. That's the stage where it's like, it's counterintuitive. Oh man, why would I ever pay for anything to learn? It's all for free on the internet. Yes, but then you have Robbie Silver that's like, man, the hardest part of this project so far, determining what I even have to learn. Yep, exactly. Well, Clay, you're just saying that because you sell something. I know. That's right. I understand that I have zero leverage and I lose all credibility. But, like, all I know is that when I got into real estate investing, I'm like, there's no way I'm teaching myself this like I did trading. And I happily invested in several different real estate. things. Hey, Zocru, where have you been? How much would it cost to get into trading micro futures? Well, with the prop firm, which is definitely the way you'd want to do it because of the risk management. With the prop firm that I use and recommend, which is the link at the top of the screen, you could get started for $90. Now that says per month, but that's after. That's why I say aim to pass the test. What's the test? Show that you can make $1,500, but don't lose $1,500 down there. But aim to pass that within 1 month, and then that way that goes away. The per month is only during the test phase. So yes, you can take as long as you want to pass the test, but I always say aim to pass within 1 month. That way you don't have to pay that thing over and over and over again. I think the shorter the eval time, the more likely the firm will be booked and you experience your calls when you're closing profits. Think about it. Yeah, Quantum, I think you seem to have a very, yeah, you've worked some prop firms that are not like Take Profit Trader. Because honestly, I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Like, it's very straightforward. You sign up, you buy an account, you show that you can manage risk and make a certain amount. Then you move to the pro phase, and at that phase, you can start to get paid. Have I ever? No, I've only ever used Take Profit Trader. They're who I use and recommend. Hey, could a huge solar flare as they go ever wipe out all the crypto assets on the planet? Well, yeah. I mean, that's the one ultimate critique against crypto, right? You need electricity, or else it literally becomes worthless. That's why I like real estate, right? Because if electricity goes away, I mean, I can still grow stuff on my. I can still like grow a garden. Can I get instant on TPT? Thomas, there's no such thing as an instant. There's a test regardless, Thomas. Yes. For your question, yes. I'm in the profit phase, yes. But I'm doing multiple accounts because I'm doing the racehorse method. But like, I don't want to overwhelm you at this stage. Check this out on the 5-minute. So this dotted brown line here is a pivot point. I mean, look at this thing, just respecting it. So maybe the play here is a long. I don't know. This candle's got me a little worried though. Is this when this pivot point finally fails? We'll watch it on the 5-minute here. Yeah, like I said, again, this is the 5-minute. You're on Tradeovate now? Nice. Do I day trade only? Nope, I invest also. How will you water your plants with no electricity? I don't know, go down to the creek and fill it up with a bucket of water and bring it back? I don't know, and if I didn't have a creek, I don't know, set out buckets and wait for rain? Are you really? Okay, let me guess, Neil. You're one of these gung-ho, all-in crypto people. Because if you're going to try to equate crypto with land, just stop right now, brother. You are too deep into the punch bowl of crypto. Like, this should be a very easy acknowledgement. Like, yes, crypto relies on electricity. For you to be like, well, yeah, but if there's no electricity, then land is not valuable. Like, dude, let's just stop. Let's just stop. I mean, yeah. Again, my argument, Quantum, is in the category of day trading. The best way to day trade is to day trade futures through a prop firm. Yeah, right. It's just like, what are we talking about? I mean, he might have just been joking around. To be fair to him, maybe he was just joking around. I might have, his humor might have gone over my head. So I want to be fair, but I've also been around long enough to know when people are deep in a cult, like they will start to make very irrational arguments in the sake of like trying to defend their thing. So that's also a possibility for Neil. But like I said, yeah, quantum. It's just like my garden dies every time I try to. Yeah, Emrod, thank you for the. Water doesn't need electricity to run, Clay. Well, if it. Okay, maybe I'm not sure what you're saying now. Yeah, Neil, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you're joking. I'm not sure what you're saying right now. I thought you were maybe making an argument, trying to as a crypto bro. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what you're saying now. I think I missed your humor or something. I think Neil was just trying to be funny, and his humor went over my head. Now in the 5-minute, we do have this nice hammer candle right here at the pivot. No, Neil with double E. Double E Neil. Where do you live, Cola? 55% tax. Let me guess, you're in one of those everything's free countries? Let me guess, Scandinavia. Let's see if I'm right with Cola. You're in one of those Scandinavian. Hey, it's all for free in Norway. Let's see how good of a guesser I am. California. Or I guess that could mean Canada too. Is there a reason you trade MNQ instead of? I just like NQ and how the Nasdaq moves better. I'm from Finland. Ah, yes. Yeah, so you full well know that free is not, there is no such thing as free. I think that's the best way to put it. Looking here on oil. Want to get this lower trend line in place here. So, I mean, essentially a falling wedge here on oil. So falling wedges are bullish. Rising wedges, which is what we have here, are bearish. No, it just moved. I don't know. Just trade them both. See what you think, brown-eyed dog. Or what is your name? Brown dog, white dog. And moves better, like, for me. Like, you might look at the same action and you might start cracking walnuts. That doesn't mean you're wrong. That means we just have slightly different risk tolerances. Hey, Skeletor. Father got taxed at 70% after AutoCAD 3D design coding. Yeah, there we go. 70% tax in Finland, but it's all free in Finland. There you go. Look at Kenny. Also someone who traded daily options for years. I will never go back. It is amazing to me that out of all the channels, I stumbled upon Clay and tried it and never looked. Well, yeah, I think a lot of that's where I think mine makes me a little bit unique. Is like a lot of channels, and hey, you know what? Business is business. They all have their own business theses, and if they think that route, but like, yes, the vast majority of live streams are, hey, look at me trade. I'm a great trader, which is fine. I'm not saying they're wrong. That's what's great about business. You can all have your own idea. But my whole idea is like, I don't care. Like, you can think I'm a terrible trader. The whole point of this live stream is to have these conversations, make people aware of Pam's plan of day trading futures through a prop firm, because it is by far the best way to go about day trading. And it drives me nuts when I see people doing stuff that like maybe made sense 5 years ago, but it doesn't make sense anymore. Likewise, Kenny. Me and Clay go way back. Yeah, me and Neil. Yeah, we grew up together. I think Neil might actually, yeah, Neil Double E. I think, yeah, I think he might be my dad. Like that's how tight we are. Is that you, Daddy? All right, we are right at that pivot point again on the 5-minute. Is she gonna hold? Is she gonna hold? I'm new here, but you speak it real. That's what got me. Well, I appreciate that, Malcolm. Some people think I'm mean and upset. But I appreciate you, Malcolm. I'm guessing Malcolm played sports growing up. Or growing up, he was in situations where he heard people raise their voices slightly. So he knows how to take it. Shout out to Malcolm's parents. Yeah, you sure did, Neil. Mr. Neil over there who thinks you need electricity to grow food. Neil is a smart one, boys and girls. You're not mean, you're firm and fair. There's a difference. Well, not in some people's eyes. Clay, can I be your son? I don't know. I already got 6 kids. I don't know if I can take on another one. I'll talk to my wife. Can you handle that 20%? Yeah, exactly. 20%. And I'll take that 33% charged onion. Potty trained? Okay, that's a step. What would you do now? Short? Maybe. The vast majority of time, what would I do, Cola, is nothing. The vast majority of trading is taking the SOH trade. Sit on hands. Yeah, I am not raising snow. Yep. My ultimate goal with my kids is to just teach critical thinking. That is my theory. My theory is in this day and age, if you know how to, and when I say critical thinking, I don't mean like you have to be Aristotle, but like just basic forms of logic, basic understanding of logical fallacies, I think. And then you like the basics, like show up on time. Don't show up like with booze on your breath. You know, just those basic things too. You know, do what you say you're going to do. Like if you shake somebody's hand, like do what you said you're going to do. Okay. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My kids I will recommend to do what for them makes it feel like not work. Is there a trade with 100% win rate? Yes, Neil, and I have it. I've never been wrong ever, Neil. I am it. Quantum. I don't know who you're with, brother, but good grief, you're overthinking this. Holy smokes, dude. Oh my goodness. Let me here. Let's just do this. Let's just, for sake of argument, assume that the prop firm that I am using, I recommend, is a scam. I am part of the scam. Okay. Now that's not the case, but for sake of argument, let's just assume that is the case. We are trying to scam you. And let's say a lot of people here in the chat, everybody that's saying Take Profit Trader here is like legit. They are also part of the scam. This is one big scam. So you're going to get scammed. You're getting scammed out of $90. Now, I don't say this to be rude, but if the thought of getting scammed out of $90 leads to this, wow, me and my family are going to have to live under a bridge. Trading is not for you anyways. You have some other things in your personal finances that you need to shore up. But like, dude, it's $90. Now, if that was $900 or $9,000, okay, I understand like you trying to, but dude, it's $90. Yeah, you're maybe not saying that, but I'm trying to take it to the logical conclusion. You are way overthinking this. You're devoting way more brain power than what it actually needs to be. Like, okay, well, how do they, like, that? I was just trying to skip over all these steps and assume worst case. So I understand you're not saying it is, but like, the amount of brain power you're putting into this is like, dude, it's $90. All right, what is this? 95. Is this 95? Oh, yeah. All right, getting long here. This is also, this is the 50 period on the 2 minute. It's also the 21 EMA. Okay. See if we can get a bounce here. That green line turns blue, I'm in. If it dumps, wait. What am I looking at here? Why is that not? Huh? Yeah, I'm on the right. What the? Huh? 94.5. All right, yeah, we're good now. We're good. What's your discount code? Code Clay. It should be in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Unless I misclicked the banner off. I think it's still up there, though. Yeah, no. Code Clay, upper right-hand corner. All caps. Robbie, you are a very, very fast learner. Exactly, brother. Exactly. When back in the day, and for many of us here, like when we got started before the prop firm thing, like if we made a mistake and it was like, boom, $500 gone. That was literally $500 of our money. But like in this situation, as you've identified, well, I mean, you can buy 5 accounts for $500, but like we were at risk of like one stupid mistake, and $500 for a stupid mistake is kind of gracious. But you are a very quick learner, Robbie. Yes, exactly. You have already seen through their ultimate power, and that is the risk management power. A lot of people, don't get me wrong, the leverage, the copy trading, they can allow you to make lots of money. That is all true. But the ultimate superpower of a prop firm is what you've already kind of connected the dots on, Robbie, is yes, their risk management power. The ability to reduce consequences. That is the ultimate power of a prop firm. The ability to reduce consequences. Okay, I'm trying to get long at the green line, but man. The best place to be is to be the prop firm. Maybe. The second best place to be would be where a $2,000 losing trade does not cost you $2,000. That'd be the second best place to be. Where a $2,000 losing trade costs you $100. That would be the second best place to be. For any of you who use Take Profit Trader, you know what I mean by that. Doggone. So close, yet oh so far away. That entry is a long way. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Wow. Listen, we already have a guy named Kyle here that cracks those sorts of jokes. We don't need another Kyle. I'm not going to be able to take it. No, you do not get any of the money during the test phase. Yeah, Robbie, yeah, bless your heart. You are the ultimate opposite of some people we've had over the several months I've been doing the live streaming. That it's just like, man, you connected the dots very quickly. Yeah, all I can really say, Robbie, is yes, exactly. Please use code Clay. Feed some hungry children. Okay, Neil is just clearly a troll. I wonder what his name was beforehand. There you go. Neil gone. The obvious suspicion about Neil came about when he tried to argue that you needed electricity to grow food. And then from there, it just continued to just spin out of control. I have a code for him for real quickly asking just, I'll only leave this up for a second so everybody just calm down. But yeah, I do have a code for day traders. I've never used them. I know a couple people have, but yeah, if you want to help support the stream, code Clay with them will give you the whatever the current best deal is. But then as an FYI, anybody else, if you're interested in supporting the stream, getting the whatever the discounts are at any of these prop firms, here you go. I recommend Take Profit Trader. So there you go. All right, I might try along here as we continue to respect this 50-period simple moving average area. Okay, I'm long. Let's see if we can get the makeup through. Come on, push, baby. Push. I am long. See if it's trying to. Okay. I'm wondering though if I want to add down here, but I don't want to get too fancy. I don't need to out fancy myself. I should probably just put my line in the sand, and if this thing ultimately does not want to bounce, then so be it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Neil's been here before, just under another name. But even if not, like, there are just, like I said, I don't want to, I aim to never be too band hammer happy. But like some people, it's just like, okay, you're making it very clear. Your busy was your buy was a goodness. So here's what I mean. We got one person telling me I bought in a bearish area. I'm sure at least some of you are like, no, Clay, I'm long with you. I think that's a good buy. So there's always somebody that will be able to say, I told you so. Okay, Quantum, what is going on with you? What kind of question is that? Oh my goodness. Now Quantum makes me think. Have you been here before? Holy smokes. Yes, Ty, but some people don't understand that because some people are part of a cult. Yes, Ko Tang, agreed. But once again, some people don't understand those dynamics because they're in a cult. This, my first week trading. Okay, yeah. Now the guy chiming in has been trading for a week. Okay. I think I'm about to be 0 for 2 in my MNQ trades. Oil treated me well today, but I don't know. I think I've had a couple win. I don't know. I can't remember if I have any winning trades on MNQ or not. It was bearish. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you for the thoughts. Hey, I'm not gonna. Thanks, day trading. I'm not gonna say thanks, Daddy, because that just sounds weird. Hey, Trader Bob. Good to see you. Congrats on passing. Come on. Let's go now. Still got to get up through this crosshair area. Come on, push. Push. Hi, what are you up to? If what? Oh, you want to come to the field with us? Yeah. You got a mitt? You do?
I just want to come and give you hi.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, guess what?
What?
I can hear you
Yeah.
talking way downstairs from outside.
Can you? Oh my goodness, yeah. I've had some people that I need to get a little firm with. Oh, look at that. Say thank you, Mr. Travis.
Hey, guess Miss Travis. Can't actually laugh.
No, not right now.
I think it's going good.
Which way do you think it's going to go?
Down.
Down? Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. I hope you're wrong. I need it to.
I think if it's going to go up.
You think it's going to go up? Okay, that's a better answer. Thank you, Travis. Very kind of you.
And thank you.
Yeah, exactly. They can hear you.
I'm going to watch the movie.
You're going to watch the movie?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. You like, who's that guy in the movie? Okay, you see this though? We want this to get nice and green above that blue line. And we want to see the green reach up and hit these red lines. And then that means Daddy makes some money. Oh, look. It's getting closer. Oh, go. Say go, baby, go. Say go, go. Say for freedom. No, you have to yell it. Say for freedom.
Freedom.
There we go. Say push. Push. Now, there you go. Oh, it worked. Say it again. Say push.
Push.
Oh, it worked. Let's go. Good job. It worked. Oh, you were just what I was. Okay, let's make sure this is a winning trade. So Daddy's going to put, there we go. Now let's see if this green bar can get up to the red one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, you want to just say hi real quick to waves people?
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Just say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Okay.
But we have to wait till money.
We have to wait till what?
The money.
Yeah, we got to wait. Come on. We need to get up there.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, come on. Push. That's a good attitude. Should we try singing a song? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. If it comes down to this red line.
Push.
Yeah, push.
Push, push, push.
Oh. Should we sing? What song should we sing to it? Maybe that'll help.
Push, push.
No, that's not a song. What song do you think we should sing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Maybe. I don't know.
Should we? I can show you. Have you seen? Look at this. Look, we're getting closer.
Yes.
Go.
Go, go, go. Push.
Push. Yeah, see? Joe, who's like, that's all bearish. Joe didn't know that I had a secret weapon up my sleeve.
Yeah, I guess we got both money.
Yeah, we did. We're making money over here.
Yeah,
Joe, Mister, I've been trading for a week. I'm gonna start to yap. Yeah. See, Joe? I had a secret weapon. I kind of bamboozled you, brother. Uh-oh. It's coming back down. Oh, no. It's okay, though. It'll still be a green... I'll still make money now no matter what. We make money now no matter what. We're just trying to figure out how much money we make.
We can make money for me, you, and me.
Oh, and you. Yes. Yep.
So, I'm kind of sweaty.
You're kind of sweaty? What were you doing? Uh-oh.
Oh, outside.
What are you doing outside?
Oh, just riding a bike and looking for flowers. Hey, you want
to stay out of the woods, okay, in the back. You're not going back there, right?
No.
Okay. Yeah, stay out back there.
I was just going, when somebody booked the cup down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things. Like when we play house.
Yeah.
And I find flowers.
Oh, you like to find flowers?
Yeah, but not in the woods.
No, yeah, stay out of the woods. Don't even go by the woods. You don't have your tick clothes on.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
And feel my head.
Oh, yeah, you are sweaty. Okay, we're about to get stopped out. Okay, I got to get ready.
Bye.
Oh, wow, you're not even going to watch it. We're not even out of the trade yet. You can't do that. You can't give up yet. Look, we survived.
Yeah.
Kind of. Oops, I did it again.
Look, it's a red.
Yeah, we don't want red. We need green right now.
But we got what green.
Hopefully. She's a market maker. It's true.
Hey, Daddy.
Yeah.
What happens if I touch this with my finger?
Right there?
Yeah.
Nothing. Just don't be clicking on this thing right here.
And on this one.
Okay, see, if this red line here disappears and the blue line disappears, that means we're out. Out of the trade. It's about to happen. I think. No. Are we seriously going to survive this, Kit? Stop.
Push.
Yeah, push up. Uh-oh.
Push up.
Okay, we're going to get stopped. All right, there we go. All right, we're out. Thank you, though. Good job. Thank you for saying push. You got us at least one target. All right, see you later.
I guess we got two money, but...
We got some money.
Don't forget that we have to make money for me and you.
Yeah.
I'm going to go wear a new shirt.
You're going to go change?
Yeah.
No, you just leave that on, okay?
Okay.
Do you have a mitt, though? You have to go find a glove.
Okay.
Ask Dot or Faye for a glove.
I have a small gold, it's teal and pink.
Okay, perfect.
Or it's black. I can use a green one.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
See ya. She's demanding her cut, exactly. Do you have another kid? I don't know. I mean, I got 6. I have 6 data points that I can go to. So, I am not lacking sample size. If, you believe kids have special data, I got a sample size of 6. Thank you, Kane Squared. That's what I'm trying to do. I've had many people say, cherish these years because they go by so fast. Sometimes it's hard because it's like, Daddy, look, Daddy. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy. It's like, Kit, you got to give me at least 2.5 seconds to respond. But I am. I try my best to cherish it. Yeah, you can trade the night session. You can trade whenever the markets are open. Well, with the platform I use. I'm not going to speak for them all, but with Take Private Trader, yes. My biggest hurdle is SNL. Is SL? I leave too soon and miss a winner. Any tips, please? What's SL stand for? Oh, you did not just do us dirty like that. Oh. What time do I trade? Usually my brain starts to go dumb, it's always dumb, but it goes extra dumb around the 4-hour mark. So, yeah. Oh, stop loss. My biggest hurdle is, I should have known that. I leave too soon. I have no idea, Catmain. Impossible for me to know. I don't have any leverage here because I understand, well, you're just saying that because you want me to buy it. And I guess I get it. But the fact of the matter is that is the whole point of my mentorship, right? I can nail those things down. But like, I understand that, well, Clay, it's a basic question. Like, there is way more to it. Like, you have to know more about the person and what they're doing and blah, 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 which is way outside of the scope of this. So I'm sorry if that makes me sound like a jerk, but like, that's just the fact that the most irresponsible trade for me to do is start to chime in on this, given I have very, very little information about your situation. Because I'm going to be making so many assumptions that are dangerous ones in order to answer, which is just irresponsible on my part. For someone who has time to trade 1 to 2 weeks of the month, would you still recommend it? Yeah. Oh, wait. To trade 1 to 2 weeks. Yes. 1 to 2 trade 1 to 2 weeks per month is fine. Yeah. If it's like every other month, that's where you're not really a day trader at that point. But yet what you just said, Matthew, yes, you'd be fine. I mean, you're welcome to join, Catmain. I mean, you can join. Like, I'm not barring you back. I'm just saying I don't have enough information. But, like, you are welcome to join claytrader.com if you want to look into it. Say that 5 times fast. 1 or 2. Say what? I got fried today. 700 left on the pro. Yeah. There were definitely some moments today where if you were not on the right side of it and did not behave well. Hi, I was up $200 short. Now well, I don't know, Joe. You're the one that was giving me all this advice when I was buying. You're like, that's a bearish. Joe, I feel bad for you, man. You're new. You've been at it for a week, and you've already. So this call that has you using that terminology, given you're only a week in, please, brother, stop learning from where you're learning this stuff from. It's a gimmick. It's a joke. It is a cult. So hopefully, if you have nothing else from here, understand that where you landed in your first week of trading, stop, leave. That is a cult. I mean, think about what the cult has already led you to do. It's already, and I understand why, because this cult is led by a very arrogant individual. This cult has quite literally already led you to start yapping to somebody, and you were totally wrong. Like, that's what I mean, man. Like, run. You're only a week in. As soon as you use those 3 letters, I was like, oh no. I'm so lost. Who are we talking about? The cult leader. Well, who's the cult? I know. Listen. There are signs. We have those of us that have been on the stream. Well, I'm not saying I'm the one that discovered these signs. But yes, the people that are a part of this certain cult, they leave breadcrumbs. And they all basically behave in the same way. Not all of them. Some of them have been pleasantly surprising. And if you bring up the name, you gone. Well, not you're gone, but your message is gone, and that's a warning. Don't worry about it. We're not talking about it. Just don't be part of the cult. If I see you part of the cult, I'll let you know. But Randy, I don't think you're part of the cult. How can we not be part of the cult if we don't know the name? That's a fair question. Okay, somebody throw Teds in timeout. He's a dent. Timeout for Teds. I literally just said don't name it, and he does that. So that's a timeout for Ted's. Let me put it this way. If you're being taught by somebody, and this applies, and all they do is like map stuff out using hindsight, that's a red flag. Like if they're not willing to put trades, like ever commit to anything, that'd be a red flag. Am I a part of the call? I'll just pretend like I didn't see that. Because Joe is either a total inept baboon or he's just rage baiting right now. So my mental sanity's sake, I'll just assume he's rage baiting. So I'm not going to fall for it, Joe. That kid has more sense than a... Thank you, Tommy. I think you're a little bit in the past right now. Because I'm assuming you're talking about my daughter, but she's been gone for like 10 minutes now. So I think you fell behind a little bit. I'm still watching the slower trend line here on oil. If it wants to come down here, I might take a swing at it. Hey, if you're enjoying in any way, would love... I don't know. Do we have 39 Knight and Shining Armors out there? Would love to get this up over 300 likes. So if you're enjoying... in any way, shape, or form, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be appreciated. Let's see if we can get this thing up to 300 likes. Clay, I learned about the Brazilian Fibonacci level from you. Yeah, it's a powerful one. Not as good as the Bangladesh Andrews pitchfork, but I keep getting behind because of the ads, brother. Well, there are no ads on, or at least I'm pretty... Are there ads on this episode? Usually I turn the ads off. Are people getting ads? There's no way. There's no way that somebody is just saying that. All right, I'm thinking that big man, Rory, I think he might actually be a troll. Like he was a little more clever about it. He started off normal, but now he's just saying stuff like that. So some trolls are a little clever. They start off fine, and then they just start to get more and more. So I'm not convinced that he's a troll, but he's getting there. I am getting ads. Okay, now he's gaslighting. Okay. Assuming you're not on premium, you should not be getting ads. I think I can figure this out right now. Yeah, oh yeah, I already have right here. So here's how I know this guy. Okay, so I guess he's... So right here over screen, on my end, behind the scenes, right there. I don't know. What do we do with Big Man? Do we think he's a troll at this point? Like I said, he's kind of confusing because he started off fine, but it's like slowly been getting worse and worse. All right, he's in timeout for a little bit. Well, yeah. Yeah, Spencer, thank you for... I've yet to meet an options trader that's like, you know, Clay, I much more prefer theta. Hasn't happened. So I am quite convinced that futures through a prop firm, you will be very happy with it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Raspberry kiwi. Where have you been? You beautiful scumbag. That's like old school name there. Like when I first started the stream like 14 months ago. I don't know if he was here on the first one, but that is old school name right there. Raspberry kiwi. Where have you been? What are your thoughts on prediction markets? In regards to what? Oh, I remember. I remember the name at least. So I assume you're always like a not troll person. For micros, it's 25 cents to buy, 25 cents to sell. So 50 cents round trip. I mean, prediction markets. Yeah, I don't know. That's in order for it to not just be a degenerate gamble. I think I'm not again. I think you have to do like a lot more work. Like I am open to the idea that if you can get like inside sources, like hey such and such, then like you can maybe leverage that. But that's way more. Like I just want to look at the chart for something. I'm at a lazy part in life. Yeah, congrats, Raspberry. Good job. Maybe the spammer should trade and not. Well, I mean, I don't know if anybody's harassing me. Like I'm good for a little bit of exaggerated emotions for entertainment's sake, but like I don't know if anybody here is necessarily like harassing me. Like even for me, even for a drama king like me, a drama Greek god like me, I don't know if I'm being harassed. If we're still around, no, I will not be around an hour from now. I'm taking my kids to the ballpark. See, here's a nice benefit about homeschool. Is the kids, well, incentives work. Some may call them bribes. I'm going to go with the economic term of incentives. But incentives are great. I said, hey, if you guys get your school done, do it well, listen to your mother. As soon as I'm done with the live stream, we'll go over to the park and we'll beat the kids that have to go to normal school before they show up. So no, I will not be in an hour from now. I'm going to be hopefully not getting hit in the balls by a ball. Because they're getting kind of old now, or they can hit some line drive. So the balls are at risk from the balls, if you know what I'm saying. So here's a question. I'm just having now for you guys. Two choices. You're pitching to your kids. They're going to hit a line drive and hit you in one of two places. In the face or in the walnuts? Which one? Face or walnuts? Normal baseball. Normal baseball. Wow, it is resounding. Of course, Neil would say that. Our Californian is the one guy that's like, ooh, the walnut sounds amazing. Our one, okay, not all. Southern California. Our one Southern California is like the one dude that's like, yeah, walnuts, please. I'm just kidding to all you Southern Californians. Crack show. Okay, yeah, no, these are like they're still kids. So I'm not saying like a major leaguer. So no, your skull will not be cracked in my hypothetical. I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to see if this thing wants to come down here, but this has been a like weird day. It's been pretty slow, hasn't it? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Your walnuts are made like steel. Yeah, it has, Cam. I'm not saying that today's been bad per se. It's just, all things considered, I really haven't made that many trades. All things considered. Barson compared. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if we're using the past couple of weeks as a comparison tool, that's true. That like I think all of our norms are kind of out of whack right now. Well, just talked about this a while ago, but if you want to support the stream, code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms I use, I recommend Take Profit Trader. But at the end of the day, this is totally viewer supported. Maybe someday we'll get sponsorships, and it really won't matter if people hit the like button. It really won't matter if people use code CLAY. But today is not that day. So ultimately, from a very brutally business standpoint of things, if you want the stream to continue, you got to use code CLAY, which helps you out anyways, because code CLAY will unlock at any of these prop firms, whatever their current discounts and deals are. Code CLAY will activate that for you. So you're saving money, you're helping to support a stream that you enjoy, and it's a good win-win for everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and call it good, as I think the market has seemed to just totally chilled out. So I'll probably end, and then all the good action will show back up again. But I'm going to go ahead and call it good. So can we get 5 more likes? Hopefully there's 5 people here on their way out or willing to hit the like button. That'll at least help us hit our goal of 300 likes. So on your way out, if you don't mind hitting that like button, that would be great. I'll be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. Usually I do show up early though, so if you want to know exactly when I show up, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, and that way you'll know exactly when I do go live. But the latest I'll be here is at 11 a.m. Eastern. So good start to the week. Nothing, like I said, kind of a weird day, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. So take care, everybody. Like I said, hit that like button on your way out. And if you want to help support the stream, save yourself some money, feed some hungry kids, code CLAY, all caps, with any of these prop firms. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.